IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
Tampa's biggest music weekend is back. Gasparilla Music Festival returns April 10th through the 12th at its brand new home, Meridian Fields in Water Street, Tampa. 3 days, multiple stages, and over 40 bands featuring Mount Joy, Shaky Graves, GZA and the Funky Nomads, Two Friends, High Wolf, Government Mule, and more. From Indian rock to EDM and hip-hop, there's something for every music fan. Plus incredible food and a mission that supports local music education. Single-day tickets start at just $55. Grab yours now at gmftickets.com.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Strybog Day is happening Saturday, April 4th, and Exigent Defense is in the house, so you know it's serious. Strybog Firearms are taking over the shop. Exigent Defense reps will be on site, ready to walk you through the gear built for real-world performance. Get hands-on, ask questions, and dial your setup the right way. Plus, deals, giveaways, and exclusives that you're not finding anywhere else. It's all going down this Saturday at Shark Coast Tactical. Often imitated, never duplicated. The shop's located on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Get in there and tell Mike Calta sent you.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
I'm going out there for myself. But I get nowhere unless the team wins.
Team.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
People having fun, but I ain't having none. I hate everyone dancing around. All your music stupid. Now I'm getting in your head. You bother me. I hate your style. Making you frown. It's making me smile. I got a cloud hanging over my head, and it wishes you were dead. And I don't care, 'cause I'm not scared. And I don't care. I hate everything. I don't like nothing at all. And I don't wanna build bridges. I would rather watch them fall.
Hey, 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 hey.
You're such a beautiful girl, but I can't stand the sight of you.
It is officially Supervillains Week
You beat me up.
here in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Supervillains will be making their annual trek across Florida from St. Cloud, Kissimmee, where they hail from. And they'll be playing Janice live this weekend. We'll have Dom, drummer and lead singer, founding member of Supervillains, joining us at 4:30. Maybe giving away a couple of tickets. Always a fun, festive, profane band to see. Hope you'll join me at Janice Live for Supervillains this weekend. This is them. My name is Drew Garabo. Hi, it's really great to be here. Thank you very much for joining me. I say me because it's just me today. I got a text from Maurice yesterday First one said, I was very confused. Let me just go over these texts with you because I thought he might be a bit delirious with sickness. Something's going around. I caught it 2 weeks ago. Can't help but think that probably I'm the reason Maurice is sick. Hey, man. So weird. Hey, man, I'm pretty sure I got whatever hit you. I was headed to the station for the rock show when I turned around yesterday, had them put in a best of. From the way I feel today, fairly sure I'm going to be crappy tomorrow. Can you plan on me not being there? And if I feel better, I'll hit you up. Okay. So there still was some ambiguity because I said, oh, damn, feel better. And then last night, want to give you as much notice as possible. I'm calling out TSA tomorrow. Going to need to be a bed and day. Sorry to hem you up. I will make it Tuesday, hell or high water, voice shot too. Don't ever feel like you need to make it here, hell or high water. If there is hell or high water, if there are either of those two things or anything that even approaches hell and or high water, by all means, take the day, bruh. I was doing this by myself back in 1997. I did this for myself for a couple of years on In Your Face with Drew Garabo. I'm capable. I like having Maurice here. I certainly do. He's a fun guy to do radio with, easy guy with whom to talk. But I can do this all by myself. I can do this all by myself. I just need your phone calls to help me out a little bit. My voice still not quite at full strength following whatever the hell I had up until a couple of days ago. How will you join me? Well, great. I'm glad you asked. You can jump in the YouTube chat. Would love to see you there. Just go to youtube.com and then Drew Garabo Show, 1025 The Bone. You'll see some fine people in there. The broccoli bunch, we like to call them, after 4 o'clock. And you can chat. You can watch me, which sounds weird to say. I'm doing nothing remarkable today. I am, however, sporting the new Tampa Bay Lightning golf shirt that the team effort of Corey Cardinal and John Senning selected for me at the Bolts game last week. I'm very, very happy, both with the shirt itself and by the fact that two dudes who I like a lot, John and Corey, know me and my style enough to select a shirt. Couple things. First and foremost, thank you very much to Titus O'Neill and Fran Hosh Law Group. They're not listening right now because they're out on the golf course. Titus, who is Tampa Bay's superhero, in my opinion. Titus, I believe, has his first charity weekend for the Bullard Family Foundation. Want to talk about a guy who is an inspiration. I've heard his story 5 or 6 times, and still I tear up when, like last night, when he was standing on the stage at the Hard Rock Event Center talking about how he came into this world. And if you don't know, Titus, a.k.a. Thaddeus, was a University of Florida football player and a WWE global superstar. He was brought into this world through his mother being sexually assaulted. He was born at, I believe, his mom was 12 years old. 12 years old. She may have been 11 when the conception occurred. Already, that is setting yourself up in your life for troubled times, for sure, right? I mean, young moms don't have the life skills that older moms do. They don't have the wherewithal. They don't have the sense of responsibility. They got to find it real quick and in a hurry, right? And indeed, young Titus, or Thaddeus as he was known then, they wouldn't know yet that he would go beyond, become Titus O'Neill. Young Thaddeus then went to the, getting in and out of trouble, went to the Florida Sheriff's Boys Ranch in Live Oak, Florida. I wonder if there's a girls' ranch, and I wonder if any of you have ever had to go to or got to go to the Florida Boys Ranch. My mom would always threaten me with reform school or boarding school. And at the time, I thought that would be pretty great. I did not have an appreciation for the comforts and luxuries that my parents provided for my sister and me. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Love you both. I did not have any appreciation for it and should have. So when things would get dicey, which they did, she would always threaten to send me away to either reform school or boarding school. And then once I got a little older, I started to doubt such places really existed. And I'm not sure that they do. But the Florida Sheriff's Boys Ranch is a thing. And that's where Titus famously met a gentleman who said to him, because Titus said, I guess I'm just a bad kid. And the gentleman said the phrase that stuck with Titus forever, became the title of one of his books, There's No Such Thing as a Bad Kid. That one person showing belief in Titus O'Neil, right? Just one person. Sometimes that's all it takes. Because that person set things in motion for now Titus to have the Bullard Foundation and to do unbelievable charity events. The event last night at Hard Rock was super cool. Golf today was amazing out at Hunter's Green. I had Dr. Julius Irving, not a television doctor like Dr. Pimple Popper, but a legendary baseball player. And when John Senning just played the thing on John's Joints about how Michael Jordan doesn't think that there can be a GOAT, he might be right. Because to one generation, there will never be another Wilt Chamberlain, and they're right. To another generation, there will never be another Julius Irving. And then to another, no Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, etc. You can argue till you're blue in the face, oh, well, you can't be a GOAT if you didn't win a ring. You can't win a GOAT if you didn't win multiple rings. But I think, honestly, you can be a great player and never win a championship because it's all about the general manager and their ability to surround an elite athlete, with teammates that can win a championship. Our number, should you care to join us, 800-771-1025. Would love to hear from you today. It's 800-771-1025. Just so you know, when you call, there is no filter between you and me. There's just a phone. You call, you'll hear boop, and then you're on the air. So I'll try to remind you of that throughout the day. It can be a bit abrupt and off-putting, but I'm looking for great conversations today. That is my goal between now and 6:50. Not looking to get in your face, as sometimes I have a tendency to do when I'm by myself. Just looking to have some good conversations with people who need a good conversation today. That's all. That is my objective between now and 6:50 p.m. It just might happen. We could get one great call out the chute, and then boom, we got our good conversation, and we've accomplished all we came here to accomplish. At some point today, I'll be giving away the following things. Maybe one of them, maybe many of them. I've got Busch Gardens passes to experience Food, Wine, and Garden Festival happening weekends now through May 10th. More on that in a second. I've got Black Crows and Whiskey Myers at the Amp on May 31st. The Robinson Brothers are back and better than ever. I've got Gasparilla Music Fest, April 10th through 12th. I think I might be broadcasting out there live on the 10th. I'm not sure. I do know that the Genius/Jizza from Wu-Tang Clan will be performing. And then, thank you very much to Renewal by Anderson, our amazing sponsor, bestwindowsflorida.com. I got a pair of tickets to Thursday night's Lightning Penguins game. And your Tampa Bay Lightning, they're playing excellent hockey right now. Let's see what these fine people want, and I'm leaving myself a note. Warren G. Do not forget to talk about it. Hello there. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. I'm Drew Garabo. I'm live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. Craig.
What up, Craig?
Hey, so what most of like talking about goats, I think more of us as people look at athletes as the goat. So Barry Sanders, who I'm a diehard Lions fan.
Oh yeah.
Nobody will ever be anything like Barry Sanders did in just the amount of time he played football.
Yeah.
All the records he set, even though people went on and broke those records.
Sure.
8 years after he did.
Yep.
And and it's the same thing, Michael Jordan. It's how everybody, I think, how we as fans look at those players as being GOATs because
Sure.
it not them themselves, because most of them, like Michael Jordan, Barry Sanders, they're all just, like Barry used to just, here you go, ref, here's the ball, no fancy anything, nothing, here's the ball. And they're gentlemen, and they look at it as like, hey, yeah, I was a great player.
Yeah.
And how my fans look at me, that's it.
Yeah,
But
and Barry
it
Sanders
goes on
walked away.
generation.
Yeah, and Barry Sanders walked away on his own terms with so much still left in the tank. We don't know what he could have accomplished. But yeah, to a Lions fan, of course, Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all time, the GOAT. But to a Seahawks fan, it might be Marshawn Lynch or Sean Alexander. To a 49ers fan, it might be Christian McCaffrey. It's one of those things where I wish we could just appreciate greatness and go, Michael Jordan was a great player, one of the greatest ever. Dr. J, one of the greatest players. Derek Jeter, one of the greatest. But we have this weird need to go, no. That guy can't be the GOAT. He didn't do blank. This guy's got to be the GOAT. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you? Thank you. Thank you very much. You are not the GOAT. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
What's up, man? It's Ryan. How you doing today?
Hey, Ryan. Very well. Thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, you made me laugh when you talked about your mother threatening to take you somewhere. And my mom used to do the same thing. I think it was like a foster home. I don't know what it was. But in my early teenage jerk-off years, where we got into this giant fight about something, and I was ready to go. I was ready to go. So it went through the packing of the bag,
her
putting me in the car, and keeps thinking that I'm going to be the one that said, no, don't do this. I was ready to go, Drew. The biggest mistake of my life. It was never going to happen.
Same.
And I don't even remember the point where she had to turn the car back around. It's been that long, but I look back, I just like, you're an idiot.
We all did it, dude. I appreciate the honesty and the openness. I did it at around 7 years old. I just had enough. I figured I wasn't getting what I needed from mom and dad up in Framingham, Massachusetts. Packed my stuff, put it in my little red wagon, took off up the street, and I had to stop at the corner because I wasn't allowed to cross the street by myself. So my initial foray at living on my own at 7 years old did not do well. I didn't know about, emancipated minors back then? Ooh, do we have any emancipated minors listening to the program? Anybody successfully at 15 or 16 divorce yourself from your family? All right, before I forget, I left early on Friday. Shame on me, but Maurice was very able and did a great job filling in with Patrick Smith. I normally don't make it a point to leave early unless I have to. I try not to be late or absent unless I have something pressing. Today, I walked out of a golf scramble with about 12 holes still to play, maybe, because I knew I'd be here by myself today, and rolling in about 258 wasn't setting me up for success and wasn't giving you what you needed from your afternoon radio this afternoon. It would have been great to continue playing, but I had to take off. So Friday, I did not have that luxury because I was assigned by work to be at Busch Gardens at 6 p.m. to do stage announcements for Warren G. Okay? He was performing at the Food, Wine, and Garden Festival. This has never happened to me before. In many, many years of doing stage announcements, which I'm sure you can figure it out by the verbiage, it's just getting on stage and going, hello, everyone. My name is blank from blank. In my case, my name is Drew Garabo from 102.5 The Bone. Hopefully you knew that already. And I'm here to present Warren G at the Busch Gardens Food, Wine, and Garden Festival coming up. We've got, Dylan, somebody tomorrow night, and Kansas on Sunday, and blah, blah, blah. You do your little spiel. Ideally, you get a couple of new listeners who go, oh, that man was relatively entertaining on stage. I should listen to his radio program. That's the goal. Busch Gardens gets a little rub of, hey, we had a reasonable facsimile of a Z-list celebrity introducing our band, right? It's a win-win all around. So I get with the Busch Gardens team. I somehow made it out there in 53 minutes, which, that could be that could be dicey going from St. Pete to the Temple Terrace area. So I make it there on time. Meet the promo team. They got the set. They got the tent set up by the Iron Gwazi. It's awesome. Meet my Busch Gardens contacts. They're great. They're just having a bit of an issue because they couldn't find the artist anywhere. And this is certainly no slight on anyone at Busch Gardens because Warren G just was late. So you're supposed to do an announcement 20 minutes out, an announcement 10 minutes out, and then the announcement that, hey, everybody, here's Warren G. So I do the one 20 minutes out. I do the one 10 minutes out, and they go, great, relax in this air-conditioned trailer right here. Cool, not a problem. Chill out in the trailer. There's a hospitality trailer. There's trail mix. There's mini candy bars, beverages of the soda nature, chilling out, having fun. They come get me. They're like, all right, you're about to do the announcement. Great. Side stage. Here comes Warren's DJ. Now, I thought this DJ be Warren G, but Warren G apparently does not rap and DJ by himself. He has a DJ. And this DJ that he has clearly is under the impression that people know who he is. I did not. I consider myself relatively up on hip-hop, especially the icons of the 80s and 90s. I had never heard of Warren G's touring DJ, but when he came out on stage, he introduced himself to me as his first name, and I didn't recognize it. And then he gave the first and last name as if, no, Assam Alaikum or whatever. And I was like, okay. So the Busch Gardens guy goes, hey, Drew's going to introduce you, and then you can introduce Warren G. And then the DJ goes, all right, well, how about if I play a couple of songs, then we have this dude, meaning me, introduce Warren G. And Busch Gardens guy goes, okay, sure, that's fine. So I retreat to the stage, the side of the stage. The guy drops his microphone. I go back on stage. I pick it up for him, hand it to him, thinking we're cool, right? I'll be darned if this dude did not, at the end of his DJ set, completely ignore the fact that he had told me that I was going to introduce Warren G, and he just introduces Warren G, so I'm standing there like a schmuck. The Busch Gardens guy is like, I knew that was going to happen. And so we went our merry old way. And guess what? I don't think there's one damn person who saw Warren G who thought, that would have been so much better if Drew Garabo had done the introductions. Hello there. Who are you?
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. What's up?
So, were you waiting on someone to call about who was emancipated at 15, or was that you?
Oh, yeah, no. Were you an emancipated minor at 15?
Well, yes and no. I was on my own at 14, and there was no more emancipation. They took it away for a couple of years, and I just happened to be in the time frame. So, yes, I was on my own since 14, and I have been since then. But I had to get married in order to keep my mom out of jail. So, I was married at 15, and the rest is history.
I got you. The phone connection was kind of garbling it, but I feel like I got the gist. But I appreciate the call very much. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Hi, Drew. It's Jackie the scientist. How are you?
Oh, what's going on, Jackie? How's life treating you? Great to hear from you.
Oh, it's great. I see the rain's coming, so we're looking forward to that. I know we need it, especially in the Withlacoochee area with all those fires.
Oh, man, it's insane out there. Sending was just talking to Mike's weather page about all the fires up in Hernando, and who even knew? I didn't know.
Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy, but hopefully this rain will be just the beginning.
Sure.
I wanted to chime in a little off topic this morning and give some good news in the community.
All right.
I was on my way from Lakeland to Sarasota going the back way, and I saw a pup in the middle of the road that had been hit and its sister or brother next to it. So I pulled over, grabbed the pups, took them off to the side. The one was very injured. And luckily, a man turned around in a white truck. I wish I knew his name. I'm reaching out to the community. And he said that he actually hit the pup, and he's going to take them to the vet and adopt them because he just lost both his dogs. And these were beautiful Anatolian Shepherd pups.
Oh, wow.
That someone had dropped on the side of the road.
Oh, man. What a beautiful story. So they're going to get a good home out of the whole thing.
Absolutely. He looked like a hard worker and looked like he was going to really do a great job of taking care of him and giving him a new family.
Oh, I love that so much. Jackie the Scientist, that is a great piece of news on this beautiful Monday afternoon where we'll hopefully get rain.
Hopefully. Talk to you later, Drew.
You got it. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, this is Rich.
Hey, Rich. What's up, dude?
Hey, I just want to give you a little background on Warren G.
Okay.
So the thing is, that concert almost did not go on.
Oh.
Because he would not sign the contract. By the way, I met you before the show when you and your two friends were underneath the tent.
Yeah, my promo people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember you. Yeah.
So,
Real nice guy, man. Thank you very much for saying hey. You're a super nice dude.
I appreciate that. So he wouldn't sign the contract that he would not cuss. And so I was talking to the security guard.
Yeah.
I said, so what are y'all going to do if he cusses? Are y'all going to rush the stage or unplug stuff? He said, we'll have to play it by ear. And so good thing he didn't sign the contract because he, if you saw the whole show, it was MF for this, this, cussing,
Yeah, I feel like he got extra cursy, like because it's funny because I saw some of that stuff happening, and I was asking my contact. I'm like, so because it's a theme park, does he go PG-13? He goes, well, I'm kind of anxious to see that myself. He's supposed to, and then literally the DJ takes the stage, and the first thing he says is, "Yo, mother effing Tampa!" And then I feel like they did what I do when people are like, hey, they would prefer that you watch your language. You lean into it and you curse more than Richard Pryor and Andrew Dice Clay combined, you know?
Yeah, and then he was smoking pot on stage.
Oh, no.
And and then his show only lasted, I think, 35 minutes because, he didn't start till a quarter after. And I think he ended at about 10 till. And so it was a short show compared to Dylan Scott, who I worked that show, and I saw Kansas last night. Total professionals, engaging with the crowd.
Yeah.
Hour and a half. Couldn't have been, especially Dylan Scott. I've not really heard much of him before the concert, but him and his fans, fantastic. It was just a completely different vibe. But it was good meeting you as well. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate the call, man. Have a good one. 800-771-1025. Yeah, I think you'd probably know what you're going to get. Although I didn't know anything about Warren G's reputation, I would have expected him to curse. I would have thought that he might actually light up a blunt on stage. But if I'm booking entertainment at a theme park, I might think twice about booking Warren G now that I have that knowledge, They got some great acts going on that you can rely upon. I know they've got Hanson, the very dependable and reliable, family-friendly Hanson, as well as Joey Fatone coming up. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew.
Hi.
Hey, brother. I've been thinking all weekend what your take is on the Victor Hedman situation.
Well, I have no take. I mean, Victor Hedman stepped away from the Lightning for undisclosed reasons, so that's the only take everybody should have, right?
Yeah, sure. I appreciate that, but I'm concerned in the same as we're headed to the playoffs. But
so you're concerned about the team more than you are Victor personally?
No, not even.
Okay, because you kind of said because we're headed to the playoffs. I hope everything is well with Mr. Hedman on a personal level before I do on the team level. I'm a huge Lightning fan.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, but the fact that he's stepping away, temporary leave absence for personal reasons, that has me hoping that Victor Hedman is okay personally before coming back to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's come back and talk to my buddy Dom from Supervillains. The dude has been a touring musician for the better part of 20 or 30 years. One of my favorite people on the planet. Always brash, always outspoken, and he joins us next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
A St. Pete crash along southbound I-275 has had the right lane blocked along the on-ramp from Roosevelt. There's also an accident along 94th Avenue North at 58th Street. In southern Hillsborough, we now have a wreck along Big Bend Road just to the west of I-75. This is Jim with traffic.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
If you're in the market for a new Ford truck, go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford. Because right now, during Furman Ford's Truck Month Sales event, qualified buyers that finance with Ford Credit get 0% APR financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s in stock. If you've been waiting for the best time to buy a new truck, the time is now. And if you're in need of service and you can't make it to the dealership, Furman Ford's mobile service will come to your home, office, or anywhere. Visit them today on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com and make sure to let them know that John Senning sent you.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army. Our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Hey, it's a cat named Mo, Drew Garabo live. Imagine a world where you can leave the house and take your home Wi-Fi speeds with you. Thanks to Xfinity Mobile, it's not just a fantasy anymore. I want you to picture it. You are at your kid's soccer practice, streaming the other game, you know which game, in 4K. Just like that. If you're in the airport, download a cozy family comedy in a snap with Wi-Fi Power Boost. That's the magic of Xfinity Mobile. Reliable Wi-Fi and 5G when you need it. Xfinity. Imagine that. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Visit XfinityMobile.com to learn more. It's that easy to get started. Call, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus regular rates for 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter. Taxes, fees, extra. After promo, regular rates apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. 102.5 The Bone and Bud Light are teaming up for March Hoops. Grab your crew and enjoy ice-cold Bud Light specials at your favorite game watch spots and win Bud Light fan swag. Head to BudLightTampaBay.com now to see where you can watch, play, and win.
At International Diamond Center, diamonds always take center stage, but you won't believe the new collection of rare colored gemstones they have now.
When you see the color that we've procured and the collections that we've put together, it's going to blow you away.
IDC's Brian LeClaire.
Stones like a Paraíba from Brazil, extremely rare and hard to find, but the stone just absolutely pops and talks. It's got that beautiful ocean color.
Sapphires? Yes, IDC has them. Emeralds and rubies too, but so much more.
One-of-a-kind saverites. Beautiful, vibrant green color. Red spinel from Burma. Unbelievable pigeon blood red color. Aquamarines, Santa Maria color.
Are you looking to add some color with fashion jewelry or even an engagement ring? IDC invites you to a whole new world of exquisite choices.
What we've really focused on is making sure that we are finding the most rare, spectacular gemstones.
Discover unique and rare precious gemstones and add some color to your life at International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
A world of taste awaits at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay during the Food, Wine, and Garden Festival. Guests can sip and savor their way through flavorful eats and treats while enjoying 20 live concert performances, all included with park admission. The Food, Wine, and Garden Festival returns Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now through May 10th, 2026.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Any random showers and storms ending tonight, otherwise partly cloudy and mild, lows in the upper 60s. Sunny to partly cloudy skies on Tuesday. A few afternoon showers and storms are likely, with highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Palm trees blowing in the wind. Indicator lights flashing, summer's back again.
Now, normally you hear this song when we're interviewing Mike from Mike's weather page, and it means there's a storm brewing in the Gulf or the Atlantic. I'm happy to say that the reason you're hearing this song right now is because it's by the Supervillains. It's called Bermuda High, and it's off the Nice Things album, which is 8 years old, which seems crazy to me because it seems like it just came out a couple of weeks ago. Here to talk to us about all things Supervillains, especially their show at Janice Live, April freaking 3rd, Friday night, if you need them. Ladies and gentlemen, drummer and lead singer and founding member of the Supervillains, my buddy Dom. How you doing, pal?
Hello, dude.
Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
Sorry I was late. I was raking the leaves, if you know what I mean.
I do. I do know what you mean, and I'm very, very jealous. I'd like to see you rake sometime.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Impressive. So for the people out there, I always think about this, and I don't do a good enough job of getting into what started the Supervillains. I know you and Scart have known each other forever, but can you take us kind of back to the early days when you guys decided, hey, I think we might have something with this unique blend of swamp rock, ska, punk, funk, and everything under the sun?
Well, to be honest, I'm still not sure we have anything. Really everything started in high school when we were just band nerds and we just, were playing at lunch and we were just trying to impress the opposite sex. And we, had nothing better to do in St. Cloud. We lived in the St. Cloud, which, had a Subway, which was cool.
Cool catfish restaurant.
Like we got a Taco Bell. Oh man, I can't believe it! Finally, a Taco Bell. And did you say catfish place? Because I would go there right now and eat everything there.
Oh, dude, my parents would drive all the way from Conway to St. Cloud one Friday night a month to do that. The catfish place, the best damn catfish I will ever have in my entire life.
Yeah, I am a giant food person. That's probably why I'm so giant, because I'm a food person, and I would absolutely kill for some catfish fingers and some honey. You ever put honey on your catfish?
No, what?
Bro?
Honey?
Oh, dude, honey. If you put honey on your fried catfish, it is baller, bro.
Man, all right.
So I just unlocked a new mission for you. Next time you get catfish, get some honey on there, and it is fire, especially from Catfish Place. So also Fat Boys in St. Cloud. Scott will tell you that Kissimmee is the better Fat Boys, but I prefer the St. Cloud Fat Boys.
I'm just glad there's still a Fat Boys because we used to have them in Orlando too, and I know there's one still in Crystal River. I did not know there was Osceola County had two, one in Kissimmee and one in St. Cloud. That is phenomenal news.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just be good. I remember when there was a Fat Boys in Orlando as well too, back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So how about those Magic, huh?
Oh, dude, let's get no, none of that. So you and
I
Scott.
was waiting for you to bring it up, and I was going to say, hey, none of that. So I had to do it.
Oh man, I just can't eat. Like I'm throwing myself behind the Lightning. Like today, I'm wearing a Lightning hat, Lightning polo. They're an organization that does everything right. They've got a good coach. They have superstars who get the system. They are everything that our Orlando Magic is not. I have never been this disgruntled as an Orlando Magic fan. And then you and I were already texting each other during every game about how bad this team sucks. And then they go out and they lose a game they had to win against Toronto yesterday. They lose by 53 effing points, Dom.
Yeah, I texted you. I think I texted you or either you or Daniel Dennis, because me and Daniel Dennis have the same kind of thing going where we're just both negative every day about the Magic and just can't believe that it's still going like this. But yeah, my math was wrong. I said 49. It was 52.
Oh,
I can't believe that.
Dude, embarrassing.
The 30-0 run was pretty pretty ridiculous as well. So.
Dude, I was at an event and I DVR'd the game to watch when we got home. So we get home at like 10:15, and what I'll do is I'll fast forward, but I'll look at the score. And we were stuck on 20 for so long that I thought my DVR was messing up. I'm like, there's no way that we were winning 20-18 and the other team is now up 59-20. That's just physically impossible. And sure enough, it turned out to be the truth.
Literally, I don't know how many games ago. It was like 2 games ago. Scart was like, hey, I DVR'd the game. Don't tell me what happens. And they had lost by like 20 or 30 or something. So I was just like, oh, it's very good.
You're really going to like what you see.
Oh, dude, just wait. And then, it was that game where the coach got thrown out. And I was like, oh, don't worry, man. You really fired the team up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's got to feel good as a coach. You're like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself thrown out of this game to fire the team up. You get yourself thrown up. And then the team goes out and loses by 30. That's a team that really stands behind its leader, right?
Not great. Not great. So the Lightning, though, stoked for the Lightning, stoked for you guys out there. Love it.
We need to have you guys play Thunder Alley again for sure, because playoffs are coming, and I know they're going to need some live music out in that Thunder Alley. And the Supervillains, I think we have a pretty good record when the Supervillains play before a Lightning game.
I believe so. That's the only time that John Singh will come and see us to play too, so that's cool.
And I haven't talked to him about Friday night yet. I'm really, really hoping that he's going to be able to make it because it's been a hot minute. You guys were at Janus last year, and I want to say it was summertime and crazy hot. I'm hoping that this Friday night it'll be a little bit more bearable and temperate for you. Yeah,
that's what we've been asking for. We've been asking for kind of a mellow weather kind of time to come play at Janice because half the time we always play when it's super, super hot or it's super, super cold. So we got a decent weather one. So you guys come out. I got some great bands playing. I got Discord Theory from your guys' area. I got Rhythm Inya from your guys' area. I got a bunch of, a couple of great local guys. And then Supervillains have been playing shows left and right. So we are tight. And we got a trumpet player coming with us. We got a full horn section. Scart's been, okay, there's nothing.
Scart's been Scart.
Scart's been scarting super hard. I've been doming super hard. I've been so crazy busy with West End Trading Company over in Sanford. We had our Pints and Paws event this weekend where we raised money for local pet charities and stuff. And this year was just another great year. So I've been tied up with that, but literally Villains have been playing every weekend, multiple times. We played with Long Beach Dub All-Stars this last weekend, which was a great show. Yeah, so, we're ready to go. We're fine-tuned and ready to go.
You, Dom, Supervillains have been touring for freaking ever. And back in the days of the compact disc, you could put a CD out, tour behind that, sell the disc at your show, sell merch, etc. How did it feel watching tangible music disappear and go to streaming where the artist is now paid 0.00001 cent per play? Did that change what you guys did at all? Or are you just like, we like to rock out at shows and people are going to buy our merch and that's all we can really control?
First off, I'm glad you didn't mention something about 2 free CDs because I was going to lose it. I was going to lose my mind.
Never.
Literally, if you think about it, if you go and look at Supervillains plays on Spotify and iTunes and the millions of spins that those songs have had, if you calculate that into like 1980s numbers with sales, think about that. Just you and me would be talking about this on a boat somewhere,
right?
You would have taken the day off because I would have been like, Drew, let's get on the boat.
Let's talk on the
yacht. I know
today.
it's Monday, but let's go on the boat. We have champagne. We've got, big fishing reels. Let's go fish. I've got a giant boat. Now I got a small boat, and I'm happy about it.
Right.
I'm not complaining. But we could have been on one of those big ones, bro.
Damn it.
And that's for everybody. But, every single industry, I guess, where the band and music isn't the only industry that changes every 5 seconds. I'm more than certain, you guys are prepared for your AI overlords to start just having a conversation. So I'm sure that's going to happen sooner than later, right?
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Music radio, anyway. I still don't think that AI could do what we do in talk radio. They might be able to do it better. I don't know, but wait a minute.
I'm getting a text from Drew right now that says
what?
I actually am on a boat.
No, wait. What? That's impossible. No, this is not AI. I'm live.
Okay.
Oh, man. Damn it. It's funny because you guys got your start in about 97, which is about the time I got started doing overnight radio in Orlando. And I feel like we kind of grew up together. And here we are as old ass men still being able to do what we love for a very a wonderful audience of people who seem to appreciate that. And really, above and beyond wealth, I know you can't write a check for good vibes like that, but above and beyond making a ton of money, it's really, really cool to be able to do something that we love doing and to have people want to consume that product,
Well, number one, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not grateful. I am, man. I tell myself when I'm playing, I have a smile going from ear to ear, and I always tell myself like, this is so awesome. How did I get so lucky to do this? Even when I'm in a small room, it could be in a 300 cap room, and I'm still just so grateful that I've been given the opportunity to play in front of people. And think about this. Like, I go on vacation with my friends pretty consistently, all the time. I go on vacation with my buddies. I play music. We play video games. I smoke a bunch of dope. You know what I mean? Like, we have a good time. And I'm super duper lucky that I get to get paid for that. The other thing you mentioned about, the longevity of the whole thing is I had some time this week because I've been doing promo all week for, like I said, for the events that I worked at this weekend. I had some time to talk to Jack Bradshaw this weekend, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And old things were brought up about how long we've been dealing with, the radio station here in town, and just how long that, just basically how you guys over there, you and Daniel, had a big influence on my life. And just because we've all been around this entertainment industry for so freaking long, like we've seen each other and known each other for so long, and we're just super lucky people that we got to be in this industry and then get to bump into people who are cool enough and down to earth enough to actually enjoy each other in that setting. You know what I mean? Because there is times in that setting where it's not a lot of fun to be punished and to be dealing with people that aren't fun to talk to. You know?
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. And a lot of people our age are doing just that, slaving away for the man, not doing something that they love, instead of being able to perform, in your case, at Janice Live this Friday night. Going to be a banger of a time. If you've never seen Supervillains, Dom plays drums and sings in the center of the band, and he's got a phenomenal group of musicians and people surrounding him. It's going to be a hell of a good time this Friday night, and I can't wait, dude.
I can't wait. Like I said, it's the weather. I think will be a little bit better, a little bit cooler, and better to enjoy yourself on the outdoor stage. And we always love playing at Janice. Like I said, we've been priming ourselves and we've been thinking about the show. I can barely talk. I'm so caught in mouth right now. I'm so sorry. Literally, like you caught me. I literally was raking leaves like old man, because my wife was like, "You need to go rake leaves." So I raked leaves, and I was about to hop in the shower when I got your text, and then I tried to call your personal phone, and I was like, "Wait a minute," and then I was like, "Wait, I haven't even taken my medicine." So I ripped some medicine, and here I am, just blathering like an idiot to a bunch of people driving their cars.
I would expect nothing less. I like when we have a guest scheduled and they take my number, my cell number as a backup, and then they call that number as the hotline. John Lovitz, of all people, couldn't figure out how to dial in, so we had to interview him on my speakerphone on my cell phone and hold that up to a microphone. Nothing says professional broadcaster like a move like that. Supervillains this Friday night. It is April 3rd, Janice Live. Discord Theory will be joining them. Who's the other band that's from this area?
Rhythm Inya.
Rhythm Inya will be joining them.
There's some new cats that are just coming out.
Cool.
I think they just played Ready to Rise Up just recently, the Uprising over there.
All right.
And I do my best to try to pick some great bands so you guys aren't just sitting through some stinkers. Speaking of John Lovitz, it stinks.
It stinks.
It stinks.
Dude,
as soon as you said John Lovitz, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
The critic, of course, the animated show nobody remembers. Of course, that'd be the first thing that comes to your mind.
That was the first Family Guy back in the day. That was the first show to call. I feel like to call back to things like that. You know,
agreed.
I love that shit. Yes.
You're the man. Dom, I love talking to you, buddy. I can't wait to see you on Friday night. Supervillains at Janice Live. Two great things going together. Great venue, a great band, and we're looking forward to it, dude. Stay in good health, and I'll see you in a couple nights.
Yeah, sounds good, brother. Can't wait.
All right. See you, Dom. Dom from Supervillains, if you need him. They will be. It's a fun damn band. They defy categorization. Like I would say, swamp rock, high energy rock, ska, a little reggae, a phenomenal live band. And I would love to see you in attendance. Thank you. I'm sorry he brought up the Magic. I know nobody cares about the NBA except for me and people from Orlando. And we're hurting right now in Orlando, which is why it's so relieving that we have the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, we're going to come back. We got to talk about Tiger Woods. We got to talk about Tiger Woods going to prison and whether that is okay or not okay, and a movie that I would consider to be one of one. There are not many. Pulp Fiction is one. It's not that movie we're going to talk about. Came out a little bit earlier. A movie that is one of one, cleaned up at the Academy Awards today in history. I still don't think there's been any movie like it. While Pulp Fiction might be my favorite movie of all time, this movie might be the GOAT, the greatest of all time. and we'll talk about it next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Looks like there's been an accident coming into Tampa on the Courtney Campbell. It's on the far side of the hump. We're definitely seeing delays. Hillsborough accidents include one along US 301 at Bloomingdale and one along Big Bend Road to the west of I-75. No major mishaps are being reported in Pinellas. This is Jim with traffic.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.99%, APR 6.02% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
If you're in the market for a new Ford truck, go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford. Because right now, during Furman Ford's Truck Month Sales event, qualified buyers that finance with Ford credit get 0% APR financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s in stock. If you've been waiting for the best time to buy a new truck, the time is now. And if you're in need of service and you can't make it to the dealership, Furman Ford's mobile service will come to your home, office, or anywhere. Visit them today on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com. And make sure to let them know that John Senning sent you.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From leaky sinks, busted fridge, and water heaters to even hanging a chandelier, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to BadgerBobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bob's. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
BadgerBobs.com. License CSC 1-815-977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1309294.
Man, these nights have been cold.
Heh, not that cold.
Well, you're from Mississippi, honey. We're not used to winter in Florida.
Especially at night if your power goes out.
Yeah, if that happens, call Bolt Electric.
And we're on our way.
Better yet, call us before that happens to you.
We'll give you our home electrical health and safety check so you can rest comfortably.
We're also experts in installing whole home surge protection.
Guaranteed to protect your electrical system from energy surges.
Just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feel.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
This is Attorney Dominic Ferriello. You know me from the radio station 102.5 The Bone. I've been giving legal advice for over 15 years and have my very own legal show, Ask the Dom. If you've been arrested and charged with a crime, perhaps you got a DUI or a drug charge, why don't you contact an attorney that you've listened to, you've heard, and you've known for many years? Give my office a call at 813-251-5550 or online at askthedom.com. Offices right here in Tampa Bay.
When your check engine light comes on, do you see a repair bill or do you see peace of mind? For 20 years, CarShield's been the name America trusts to help keep you on the road. While other companies stop covering you when your car gets older, CarShield offers protection plans up to 200,000 miles. With over $1 billion in claims paid, we don't just promise protection, we deliver it. Don't let a breakdown break your budget. Get the flexible month-to-month coverage you deserve. Go to CarShield.com. That's CarShield.com today.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Is this a power ballad or just a ballad? I think this qualifies as power ballad, right? So a lot of people call ballads power ballads when there's no power in them. I believe this ballad by Black Crowes, She Talks to Angels, is indeed a power ballad.
Never mentions the word addiction.
Black Crowes will be playing at the AMP on May 31st.
Yes, she'll tell you she's an orphan.
And we've got tickets to give away today. Now, you probably know you're not going to win them if you just call up and go, hey, let me get them tickets. Oh, yeah, power ballad. But you might win them if you make a great phone call related to something else. You just might. You might win a pair of tickets to Thursday night's Lightning Penguins game, courtesy of Renewal by Anderson, bestwindowsflorida.com. All these things could happen. I do like giving away prizes. I just don't like when people call and go, hey, can I get a prize for nothing at all? Now, if they have contributed greatly to the program, and then say, let me get a pair of them tickets, I'm open to it. The number is 800-771-1025. They got to put Tiger Woods in prison, right? Nobody is opposed to that. It is weird to me that so many people, male, female, other, so many people seem almost unbothered by Tiger Woods' latest indiscretion, if you will. This is a dude who is a danger to other people in Florida, and no one seems to care. Because what? He's one of the greatest ever to golf? Who cares? Charles Manson wrote a song with the Beach Boys, and he still is responsible for the murders of many people. Didn't do any of them himself. Of course, he had his followers do it. One of the only voices I've seen criticizing, calling to the carpet Tiger Woods is Barstool Sports boss Dave Portnoy, who echoed my sentiments when he said Tiger needs to be thrown in jail before he kills somebody. This is a dude who clearly suffered severe injuries as a player. In my opinion, developed a bit of a dependency on pain pills, but won't stop driving under the influence of these pills. And he's got to be stopped. The man has $1 billion. They're saying he doesn't want to get a driver because he values his privacy. How much privacy, Eldrick, are you getting when the world finds out about your third major car crash. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. It's Drew Garabo Live. My name is Drew Garabo. Maurice is under the weather. Who are you?
Sean.
What up, Sean?
Hey, Drew. About the Magic, I'd like to see Shaq take the rings, and maybe see what he can do with the team. See if he can get it back to the early '90s Magic.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening, my man. I appreciate the call, but no, there ain't nothing happening to bring the Magic back to Orlando. They need to just burn the whole thing to the ground. Fire the coach, fire the general manager, fire the vice president of basketball operations, fire everybody. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Randy.
Hi, Randy. What's up, bud?
Not much. Just got out of physical therapy. Had a hip replacement.
Awesome. Well, a hip replacement. That's a pretty serious procedure, my man.
It looked like a Home Depot project. It's awesome.
How was physical therapy today? Was it bearable?
It was very bearable. I got one more session, and I am finished.
Kick ass,
So
man.
I'm a middle school. I appreciate that. I'm coming along.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
a middle school art teacher,
nice.
and I feel like I get disrespected for a living. And what's up with some of those tickets?
800-771-1025. I feel like I'd get disrespected for a living, so what's up with that? Well, you knew when you signed up to be a middle school art teacher that they weren't going to be exactly putty in your hands, if you'll pardon a pun. So I don't know what to tell you there, but your choice of occupation followed by the panhandle, probably not going to win you any tickets, but thank you. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Bruce.
Hi, Bruce. What's up, bud?
Not much. I don't know if I can beat a guy with cancer, middle school teacher, but
Well, you had a hip. I think you might be. He had a hip replacement. I don't think he said cancer, sir.
hip replacement. I apologize.
That's all right. Not everyone who gets a hip replacement had cancer, and not everyone who has cancer gets hip replacements. So what do you?
Yes, sir.
So what are we doing here, pal?
I'd like some tickets, but I don't know what you'd like me to do. I'm a hard-working towel guy. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, I would say calling up just to
Hi,
say
what's your
you
name?
want tickets to something is not going to get you tickets to anything. I felt like I did an okay job of explaining that. I'm going to put it on me because you had two dudes pretty much just call up and panhandle for tickets. So clearly I did not do a good enough job. Perhaps I accidentally chummed in the water. And the prize sharks come swimming up, and they're like, ooh, is that chum? I like guzzling some chum. But I did not intend to chum the water for the prize sharks. I might be prize shark fishing, but I'm just looking for a shark to be like, hey, I'd like to talk about blankety blankety blank. And then at the end of that, to have me go, oh, man, I really enjoyed our conversation about blankety blankety blank. Let me reward you with the prize, prize shark. Prize shark seems so less insulting than prize pigs, right? Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hi, Drew. Thanks for taking my call. It's Debbie. How you doing?
Hey, Debbie. I'm delighted to speak with you today. Thank you so much for calling. What's up?
Okay. I have a statement to make about this whole thing about Tiger Woods.
Yes, ma'am. Here is Debbie's statement on Tiger Woods.
I think it is totally unacceptable for him to even believe that he is okay to drive after everything he has gone through. He has enough money that he needs to have somebody driving him everywhere he goes. And if he's not responsible enough to do it, well, then I hope somebody does send him to jail and he sits there and rots for a while.
I just don't understand
not acceptable.
how he keeps doing this, my dear. Like the dude clearly is not good at driving when he is all pilled up. He got busted driving on Ambien. That's how the world found out that he was cheating on his wife, Elin, at the time. Then he got all buzzed up on some kind of pain pills, allegedly, and wrecked his car at a golf tournament, almost died. You would think, my dear, if that happened to you if that happened to me, we would probably be like, you know what? It might be time not to drive on pain pills anymore. But this loathsome scumbag, what does he do? He gets behind the wheel and drives on his damn pain pills again. And he's going to keep doing it until they throw him in jail and lock away the key.
Well, see, and not only that, but all of these people who are in the same category as he is, that have enough money to be able not to drive
right
when they are intoxicated, and they do, there's no excuse. There are several of us who decided if we're going to have a beverage that we Uber or we do something else.
Yep.
Or we have a designated driver. How come just because they have a ton of money, they think they can get in their car and drive because they're special? I don't think so.
You're exactly right. And thank you very much. I think Tiger still has the mentality of like late 90s, early 2000s Tiger Woods when he could walk on water and got away with everything before the world found out about names like Rachel Yucatel and all those hooers that Tiger got with when he was really pulling one over on the world's eyes. I think Tiger still thinks he's that Tiger. Tiger needs to see himself as the rest of the world now sees him. Washed up, bloated, pill addict, making bad decisions, and putting Floridians' lives at risk. He'll never play in a professional tournament again, and if he does, he's never going to finish top 10. He is done. So if you're not going to play the Masters, which he's probably not now, hand somebody the keys, bro. Oh, I value my privacy so much. Where are you going? Where are you going that your driver, or at least a driver you trust, can't know about? You're in a relationship with one of the Trump girls, aren't you? So where do you need to go that's so private? 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, how are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. And yourself?
Good, thank you. So I just want to touch on the Tiger Woods thing. College sports athletes, major professional sports athletes, they think that they have no repercussions. It's gone on for too long. And, perfect example, how to do it right, John Daly. You see him on the golf course with a beer in hand, but you never hear of a DUI or anything stupid out of John Daly.
Yeah, that is true. And John Daly wears that alcohol in his sleeve, right?
As long as he has a Marlboro and a Busch Light, he's good to go.
Damn right. And honestly, like, you might look at a guy like that and go, oh, he's glorifying alcohol, whatever. Well, not for nothing, but I would much rather have a dude who's an alcoholic who's making good decisions, like having other people drive for him, than I would this pillhead driving around and putting Floridians' lives at risk. 800-771-1025. And if he's been caught 3 times, that it is happening way more than that. 800-771-1025. Speaking of golf, I had the pleasure, the honor, and the privilege of golfing with an internet celebrity on Saturday morning. Thanking my buddy Ken with Buca Belts. If you need a good golf belt, I only wear Buca Belts, B-U-C-A, Buca Belts. You'll love them. Make great gifts for the golfer in your life with Father's Day coming. I got to golf with Jared, the Down syndrome golfer. That's what he goes by, because he's a golfer with Down syndrome. This kid is awesome. And he is a kid. He's 19 years old. And he hits the living hell out of a golf ball. And he talks mad smack while he is doing it. It was such a great honor to play 18 holes with them. And dude only took me by a couple strokes. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, this is Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I think it's got to the point with Tiger Woods that the PGA is going to have to be the one that steps in and does something. Unfortunately, Tiger has too much money to be
prison bars unless he does actually kill someone. But I think the PGA is going to have to levy actions detrimental to the sport. If this was any other golfer in the world, they would have cut them off immediately.
Yeah, but they're not going to. Like they understand Tiger is golf. You know what I mean? Like Tiger,
the golden child.
He is, and they've been treating him like that for so long that he now believes it. He now believes he can do no wrong. So he refused a blood test and a urine test. I mean, I see a lot of people saying it, so I'll just say it. People saying Mike Calta has a driver. How does Tiger not have that? There is only one Tom the Tree Man. I feel like if Tiger had a Tom the Tree Man in his life, he wouldn't be getting in trouble like this. But if Tiger could find a driver and had the level of trust in him that Mike Calta has in Tom the Tree Man, he might not be in this situation. And you can't tell me there's not someone in Tiger's life who he could trust enough to drive him wherever the hell Tiger was going at 2:00 in the afternoon last weekend when he got popped for yet another rollover crash. 800-771-1025. Hello, who are you?
It's Sean.
What up, Sean?
What's up, Drew? Hey, I wanted to have a conversation with you about blah, 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 blah.
Cool. All right. What do you think about it?
Get your thoughts on it. I was just wondering what if you've already touched on it, but wanted to get your thoughts on the Magic game this weekend.
800-771-1025 is the number. We don't speak about it, okay? It's bumming me out. As much of a Lightning fan as I am of the franchise, of management, of the players, of the organization, I'm disgusted with my Orlando Magic. Words just can't even express. I've never been, and I've sat through some awful eras of Magic. The post-T-Mac era, the post-Shaq era, but I just can't. I can't. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, how you doing?
What up, buddy?
Hey, I called last week about the girlfriend with the crazy ex. I have an update.
Oh, yeah. You had called right at the beginning of the show, I think on Wednesday or Thursday, and you talked
Wednesday, yes, sir.
Yeah, you talked about the fact that your new girlfriend had a psycho ex, and you were wondering if you should fight through it and hope that it just got better and resolved itself. Give us the update, homie.
I'm a single Pringle.
Okay, you made the right decision. I know it's probably not easy being single all the time, probably not fun all the time, but man, you're doing the right thing, Holmes.
Oh, 100%. I feel bad because I know Mo probably missed this. I hope he's listening.
He's probably not. He's probably sick. But man, I'm really, really glad that you did that. I think that is going to lead to peace of mind and happiness for you. By the way, I'm seeing on Instagram that Ron Bennington was diagnosed with cancer that was found in his colon and spread to other parts of his abdomen. I hope he's all right. We lose way too many legends in this industry. And certainly Ron Bennington and Ron Diaz helped pave the way for radio like this to exist. A couple of dudes speaking openly and honestly. Where in the world would Tiger Woods be going at 2:00 on a Friday to where he couldn't trust an Uber? He couldn't trust anyone to drive him. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Garabo.
Hi.
How are you today?
Oh, doing wonderful. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Just a couple of things real quick. I grew up outside of Orlando. I went to Lake Mary High School, Altamont Springs, Longwood.
Yeah. Yep.
That area.
I know that area.
Used to frequent the Altamont Mall.
Oh, yeah. Scotto's Pizza, Farrell's, all that good stuff.
Yeah. I used to work at a T-shirt kiosk in the mall, at that mall.
I probably saw
selling
you many
concerts.
times, dude. The T-shirt kiosk as a kid, teenager, that was my number one. I've always loved T-shirts, and I always will.
Yeah. In fact, the mall security and I would close up the place for a break, and we'd drive around in the security vehicle and smoke a bowl.
Hell yeah.
But what do you think? I got a take on Tiger Woods real quick, but because I've been taking pain medicine for almost 20 years now, and I don't abuse it,
right?
And I don't take it with other things that will cross react. But is there a chance he's just a crappy driver?
Yeah. No, there's a very good chance he is just a lousy driver. No question about it.
Yeah, because, I mean, for as long as it's been going on and as long as his pain has been going on, I imagine he's been taking these for quite some time, unless he's getting, like, handfuls of fentanyl or something. But I just think he's a bad driver. But what do you think about a hockey team in the Orlando area?
It would be more successful than a basketball team in the Tampa Bay area. I know they've got the Solar Bears over there, and thank you very much for the call. I know they got the Solar Bears over there, and they do pretty well. By the way, I'm getting reports, this is unconfirmed, that Tiger's last accident was just down the road from his house on Jupiter Island, and he was coming back from the grocery store. Driving alone, high speed, driving his Range Rover, shortly after 2 p.m., tried to illegally pass a truck, clipped it, and then it rolled over onto its side. How many times are we going to let this former champion do that without being punished for it before he kills somebody? He passed a breathalyzer test, but according to Martin County Sheriff John Budensiak, he exhibited signs of impairment, ultimately refused to take a urine test, which is a misdemeanor. So because of that refusal, we're only left to speculate. What was in there? What's in that Tiger Woods pee? Oxys, Roxys, Fent. What's he got? Sure, Tiger's allowed to refuse to submit to a urine test. Then the prosecutors will have the opportunity to prove he was impaired. And yeah, he'll get the opportunity to defend himself, but his past actions don't exactly portray a dude who can drive, let alone can drive while not under some substances. After a previous arrest in 2017, if you remember, Tiger checked himself into a treatment facility in an effort to overcome a dependence on painkillers. I would say that rehab, just based on what we're seeing now, might not have been that effective. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi, Drew.
Hi.
Hey, it's Carmen.
Hi, Carmen.
Hi.
Hi.
I think that Tiger's probably been on these pain medications and or whatever, probably everything you named for so long that he doesn't feel impaired. This is his norm. You know what I mean? And it'll be a cold day in hell before he goes and spends any time in prison. I'm getting tired of all these celebrities that are, off the chain, just getting away with everything. The charges will be reduced to reckless driving like Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
And we saw him in the video.
Yep, he was a little bit wasted.
Drew, I have to say, though, as far as his driving, I think that may be to blame his Asian heritage.
That is so racially insensitive. I can't believe
I know.
You would say
I love
something.
you,
Shame
though.
on you. Shame on you. There are many great Asian drivers in this world. Tiger is not one of them. Hello, who are you?
This is Doug.
Hi, Dougie.
Hey, what's going on?
You tell me, man.
Well, I got to be honest, man. You blew my mind when you talked about Ron Bennington.
Yeah, dude. He just announced it today. I did go to his social media and confirm it. It is colon cancer, unfortunately. Today, Bennington, SXM, Ronnie B was diagnosed with cancer that was found in his colon and spread to other parts of his abdomen, which is sad, man. Having been there myself and having been an appreciator of radio for a long time, obviously wish him real well in his fight.
Absolutely. I mean, I was in 1985 as in Daytona Beach for the Let the Puppies Breathe tour. So it just those guys were just hilarious. Ron and Ron, So, but the other part was I know some people that live in Tiger's neighborhood actually in Jupiter.
Yeah,
and there's numerous times where he's just speeding along in the neighborhood and the cops just let him go by and it's just they're just letting him get away with with everything and I think that it might be just time to try to throw the book at him.
Yeah, it's interesting you stop just short of saying they're letting him get away with murder, and really when you let a pillhead out to drive time and time again and you know that he's reckless, when he does kill someone, it is going to be you let Tiger Woods get away with murder. It sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Well, yeah, no, good talking to you.
You as well.
Thoughts with Ron Bennington.
Yeah, for sure, man. 800-771-1025. It's a tough thing for broadcasters because you want to share what goes on in your life. But something like this, especially with a legend like Ron Bennington, it just hits people so hard that becomes the only thing that they want to talk about, And Bennington with Diaz, what a career. Bennington by himself and Fez, what a career. And then Fez died too. Man, we are getting old, and this is no fun. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, it's Christian.
Hi.
Hey, so first of all, Fez's hair, unbelievable. Second of all, great. I heard you say the greatest movie of all time, and had to get out in front of it. I gotta say, it's probably Young Frankenstein.
It's not. Young Frankenstein is good.
Right.
Is good.
Come on.
It's not even one of one. Like there are many movies like Young Frankenstein.
Come on.
In fact, Mel Brooks.
Yeah, no, it's the greatest movie of all time. So I don't know what you're going to name, but
it's not even close. If you went to a mall food court and you asked 100 people what's a better movie, Young Frankenstein or Silence of the Lambs, 2 people would say Young Frankenstein.
Listen, I am constantly fighting the good fight and telling people to watch it, and
that's not a good fight.
Disappointing people.
It's not. It's not a good fight. It's a dumb fight, sir. That movie was great for its era, but you're not going to. You're not
going. Great movie.
Yeah, but at this point, no one is going. There's going to be no new adoptees who have never seen that movie who are going to see that movie.
No, I'm here to say there's not. You're actually right. I've done the research, but it is the greatest movie of all time.
It is not. I do appreciate your passion. And there are people who would rather watch Young Frankenstein than watch Silence of the Lambs again. But no one thinks Young Frankenstein is a better movie than Silence of the Lambs. And Silence of the Lambs today in history won Best Picture at the 92 Academy Awards, Best Actress, Best Actor, Best Director. Now, to your point, sir, how many Oscars did Young Frankenstein win? Young Frankenstein, 1974, directed by Mel Brooks, did not win any Oscars, though it did receive 2 nominations for Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Sound. Silence of the Lambs is the greatest movie of all time. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. It's Sue. How are you doing today?
What's going on? Doing great. How are you, dear?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to say that a couple things, but first thing is, it's just a beautiful rainbow in Ellington right now.
Oh, hell yeah. Take that, queers. Yeah. We can watch a rainbow, too. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. But my thing is that, with Tiger, since we're talking about him, What about the doctors prescribing this stuff for him? You know, when you say he's been in rehab, I mean, isn't it malpractice to give a addict, like some serious pain pills? And if he's been on them for this long, he's got to be taking something pretty strong if he can't even control a drive.
Boy, it's a good
from the grocery store.
Because when you take pain pills, I've never taken pain pills, but I assume when you take them, they don't treat what is causing you pain. They just treat the symptoms, right?
Correct. I did 10 operations. I've had to be on them short term, for 5 or 6 days. But to be on them for as long as he has been with as much as he's been taking, I can't imagine how much he's taken just to. How much is he taking?
I don't
he needs
know.
Help.
Yeah, no, he definitely does. And that's a really good point about doctor. Look, Tiger's one of those guys that nobody says no to. Michael Jordan was one of those guys that nobody said no to. Kobe Bryant in a Denver hotel room was a guy that, he didn't care if one lady said no to him. The point is, for whatever reason, or like it or not, or whatever, famous people play by different rules. Jordan would famously drive his Ferrari down the emergency lane of the freeway up in Chicago, and nobody would pull him over. Tiger, they know that he's on pills. They're just like, he's not going to blow. We're going to pull him over. He's going to get off on a technicality, which he probably will again, even though if you or me, if we flipped our vehicle on its side repeatedly, we would probably have repercussions. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, I had two things.
Yes.
First, that guy who called in and followed up, he said he's now a single Pringle. That's pretty funny.
That's good.
Good for him. When he called originally, he shared with you a lot of challenges he was having with his girlfriend. They'd only been together, I think, 6 months, and he said there was some trauma and stuff. But then he mentioned that she had recently unblocked her previous ex, who was creating a lot of problems and stalking issues and stuff. She unblocked and said that she was just going to try and diffuse the situation by unblocking him from her phone and all. And that was a bad sign right there, that it's just not a stable relationship, not a good situation for him. So I just want to follow up with you and tell that guy, the single Pringle, good for you that you went ahead and broke it off. And you had told him on the original call that there's so many fish in the sea, there's so many women out there, and that we all, whether it's men or women, we deserve to be happy. We deserve to just be at peace in our relationships and not have to walk on eggshells in our relationships.
Yeah, right on. Thanks. Sounds like I said some pretty smart words. I like a caller who will tell me things that I said that sound like pretty good words of wisdom. Because I don't normally think that I share anything wise, but in this case, I might have actually done that. Now, there are relationships that are hot and cold. You might be in one where it's great most of the time, but when it's not great, it's hell. It's mercurial. It's either white hot or ice cold. I'm not here to tell you those are bad relationships. I'm just here to tell you there is an incredible value in peace of mind. Finding someone who excites you, who you're happy to see all the time, but is still your rock. You're still comfortable doing nothing but putting on a movie or a TV show and falling asleep next to them while they watch it. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, this is John.
Hi, John. What's up, dude?
So if he can't drive, why doesn't he just get a Tesla and have it do that? He doesn't want a driver spying on him. Get a Tesla and have it drive for himself.
Tiger is so wealthy that he could have Elon build him a very special Tesla that does all the driving for him. That's the thing. I've always heard this about Tiger. He is cheap. Tiger makes a lot of money, and Tiger does not like spending any money. I've heard he's a bad tipper. I've heard that he likes freebies when he gets them. These are things I've heard. So the dude is one of those you can't tell me jack crap kind of celebrities. That's why he had yet another rollover crash. Hello there, it's Drew Garabo Live.
Hashtag Asians can't drive. Asians are cheap.
Such low-hanging fruit. 800 800-771-1025 is the number. Good afternoon. It is Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Hey, Drew. How's it going?
What up, buddy?
You guys just touched on what I was calling about was how cheap he is. Guessing that he seems to have no respect for people in the service industry, including drivers probably. So I'm wondering if that is part of why he doesn't want a driver.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think he wants to be beholden to anyone. You know, he says it's privacy, but realistically, it's probably money. I wonder how much. He probably doesn't pay anything in child support because I think his kids are grown now. How much did Tiger Woods pay in his divorce? Tiger Woods' 2010 divorce from Elin Nordegren involved a settlement reported to be in the range of $100 million to $110 million. Now, let's look at suggested child support arrangement around $20,000. That was after multiple affairs, you'll remember. So then Tiger Woods' net worth is approximately $1.3 billion. That's $1.3 billion. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that the $100 million he spent on the divorce didn't break him, didn't even come close to bankrupting him. The weirdest part of all of this is the number of people who seem to think that this is no big deal because he's Tiger Woods. Their level of celebrity worship is just like, yeah, it's bad, but it's Tiger. I'm still going to root for him if he ever plays again. I don't know if I feel that way. And I was a huge Tiger fan. But I'm not rooting for him as a person anymore. I'm not rooting for him as a golfer anymore. I hope he can get his crap together and stop putting people's lives at risk. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, what's going on, Drew? I just wanted to find out what you think. Best movie of all time, Silence of the Lambs or Pulp Fiction?
Best, this hurts me to say because Pulp Fiction is my favorite movie. Silence of the Lambs is a better film. I don't think I've ever said that on the radio before. And I hate you, sir, for making me do that. I should have kept you on hold and given you a prize because that's the very type of thing I would like to reward. Painting me into a corner, making me disavow my favorite movie of all time, Pulp Fiction. But before there was Pulp Fiction, there was Silence of the Lambs, one of the few movies to win Best Picture, Best Screenplay, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress. Silence of the Lambs, for its time, that was before, of course, Sinners, the only horror movie to win Best Picture. 800-771-1025. Sir Anthony Hopkins won a very deserved award as Dr. Hannibal Lecter, Best Male Lead. Jodie Foster went up against both leads of Thelma and Louise, a double-headed Susan Sarandon, Gina Davis doubleheader, but she was so damn good as Clarice Starling that she got Best Picture or Best Female Actress. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you? Thank you. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew, it's Single Pringle. I want to talk about Tiger Woods.
Yeah, no, once per show, homie. That's all. Thank you. Appreciate the call. Once per show. 800-771-1025. Tyler Perry got in trouble, and he got a lot of other people in trouble for something that no one should get in trouble doing. This should make you a hero. This should not make you a criminal. This should make you a hero. And anyone who chooses to receive and accept what you gave them, it should be allowed. This sucks and we'll get to it next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In St. Pete, there's one wreck along 34th Street North at 30th Avenue, and we have another along 34th Street North at 64th Avenue. Meanwhile, over in Hillsborough, a crash along the Big Bend Road on-ramp to northbound I-75 has had the left lane blocked. This is Jim with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
Spring break, rule number 1. Don't be boring. Rule number 2, see rule number 1. Before the party starts, hit Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenter. We've got the stuff that turns a good night into a story you can't tell everyone. Fast, easy, no judgment. This spring break, upgrade your plans. Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenter. Your secret is safe with us.
You know, when something breaks at your house, you don't want to have to guess who to call. That's why I stick with Hawkins Service Co. They handle air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, even pool equipment, and they've been taking care of Bay Area homeowners for over 30 years. With more than 4,000 five-star reviews and real service guarantees, new customers save 10% off on any service when you mention the Bone. Schedule today at HawkinsServiceCo.com. Hawkins Service Company, one call. Handles it all.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's one thing to get great service before the sale, but what happens after the sale? If you get your windows from WeatherTight Windows, you can rest assured that you'll be taken care of throughout the entire process, even after installation. This is very important to WeatherTight Mike, and it's one of the things that really sets WeatherTight apart from other competitors. WeatherTight Mike holds his employees to the highest standards, just like the quality of his cookies.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
A world of taste awaits at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay during the Food, Wine, and Garden Festival. Guests can sip and savor their way through flavorful eats and treats while enjoying 20 live concert performances, all included with park admission. The Food, Wine, and Garden Festival returns Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now through May 10th, 2026.
Being in a crash? Don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Any random showers and storms ending tonight, otherwise partly cloudy and mild, lows in the upper 60s. Sunny to partly cloudy skies on Tuesday. A few afternoon showers and storms are likely, with highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
it might be the mark of a really great movie that you can admit that another movie might be your favorite movie. Like T.M. Powell, our good buddy and movie expert extraordinaire, said that he can admit that The Wizard of Oz is the greatest movie of all time, while his favorite movie is Jaws. I realize that Pulp Fiction is not for everyone. It's disjointed, profane. I could get where people wouldn't like it. I don't get, unless you're repulsed by, repulsed by gore, I guess. Not Al Gore, but Gore. And even then, without the bloody scenes, right? Without the multiple MIGs, the cat and mouse, the tension and chemistry between Sir Anthony Hopkins and Sir Jodie Foster, flawless. The direction of that movie, flawless. The acting, flawless. And for those of you fellow fans of the actor Thomas Harris and the entire Silence of the Lambs franchise, you'll remember that there was a Silence of the Lambs movie or a Hannibal Lecter movie before Silence of the Lambs. It was called Manhunter. And I believe the Lecter character was played by Brian Cox. It was nowhere near as good. But when Lecter became... when Sir Anthony Hopkins became Dr. Hannibal Lecter, the sequel, Hannibal, was good, not great. Its sequel, Red Dragon, I think, was great. And the television show, Hannibal, this is crazy, but the television show, Hannibal, on NBC of all things, was amazing. Amazing. Mads Mikkelsen was just as good. I know this is crazy to say, just as good a Hannibal Lecter as Sir Anthony Hopkins. By the way, the gas pump patrol out there, a.k.a. John Senning, is telling me that gas jumped up to $4.30 a gallon this afternoon. Thank you very much to the Gas Patrol. That is insane. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. It is Drew Garabo, live. Who are you?
Hey, man, this is Mark. I'm so glad you played that clip of that kid, Jared, special needs golfer. I heard it last week, and it was amazing, that video clip you played of him teeing off and calling his shot.
You're the guy who just called about the Pringle dude, the single Pringle guy.
Jared was great, man.
Thank you. But are you trying to get a prize because you and your way of doing so is just calling out things that happened on the show? I got to say, it's an interesting way to go. Just email me and tell me which prize you want so we don't have to play this game anymore. But thank you. 800-771-1025. Appreciate the call. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Silence of the Lambs or Room 40?
My man, people have attempted that D's Nuts setup before. It's not a bad one.
No!
It's not a bad one, but it's also one that I'm not going to fall for again. You know, it's a decent enough setup because then when you go, I don't know Room 40, then he goes, Room 40's nuts. By the way, congrats to Danny at the brisket shop, Alan at Operation Barbecue Rescue, and everyone who was involved with National Meat Day last week. Super fun time on Saturday. Great seeing Matt and Zach there. They were awesome. And lesson learned. If it's a very hot afternoon and John Senning offers you some melted chocolate, maybe inquire about the potency of that chocolate before you eat it. Lesson learned. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew, talking about the tiger thing, is there ever a time in your life that you recognize that you were addicted to something, and when you did, what did you do to get yourself?
Boy, that's a great question, man. That is a really, really good question. Thank you for asking that. I should have given him a prize, you idiot, Garabo. So sorry, sir. That was definitely a prize-worthy question. Probably twice. They're both embarrassing. I ran up when I was about 18 or 19, and I got my first credit card. I ran up a few $1,000s on phone sex numbers. True story. What a jagoff, right? I knew that they cost 99 cents a minute or whatever, but I felt powerless to resist it. So I guess maybe, even though I don't think I have an addictive personality, I do believe that I had a problem there. A problem. So once I realized what it was doing to my credit card debt, I had to stop doing it cold turkey, pay off my credit cards, and I vowed then something I stick to today, which is do not carry around credit card debt. If you cannot pay it off right away, you probably do not need it. Oh, and then the second one was MDMA. It was everywhere in Orlando. And I tell kids this all the time because they got to deal with fentanyl. But to be alive in the late 90s, early 2000s in Orlando, MDMA was everywhere. It tears up your brain. It debilitates your body. Yet, every weekend, when you're like, I'm definitely not going to do it this weekend. I'm definitely not going to do it this weekend. Ring, ring. Hey, it's DJ Loopy Lou. I got a 10-pack. Let's go! Shout out to my future brother-in-law, Mitch. Best movie and fave movie is just what you're saying. Fave is Snatch. Best is Silence or Shawshank. I cannot disagree with any of that. Snatch is almost up there with Pulp Fiction for me. I love Snatch. Statham before Statham was Statham. Pitt. Benicio del Toro. Guy Ritchie on the director tip. That's a great damn movie. Oh, effing 8 poikies. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Maverick.
What?
Maverick, my name's Maverick.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to do something to the phone there. You're not coming out loud and clear. Hello. Thank you. My buddy Jared, Ride or Die TB, who was out at the National Meat Day. That second time caller that recaps the show gives me anxiety for some reason. Same. A really weird vibe to it. Maybe he didn't mean it that way, but just a little vibe. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha.
What?
I figured, hey, I've never called before, but I've heard all these people like a bottom feeder. I figured, well, hell, I'll call. Maybe I can get some of their ass tickets.
And you know what? I would have given you a pair of any tickets that you want, notwithstanding the fact that you called yourself a bottom feeder, which you clearly are. You said the S word on the radio, right? I mean, I had to dump it so it didn't get out on the radio, but
hell, I'm sorry.
Trying to win a prize and then saying the S word makes you the dumbest individual that I've spoken with today. Not shameless.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you wanted something from me, and you did the one thing that we forbid you from doing on the radio. That's got to make you the dumbest son of a bitch that I have spoken with today.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts, man.
It should hurt you. Your stupidity should hurt you, because then you could change it and be a less ignorant person. So in other words,
hurts, man.
No, what hurts you is
Thank you, brother.
your dumb actions should hurt you. Your dumb actions, sir. That's what should hurt you, not my words. My words merely highlight your idiocy. It is your idiocy that hurts you, not my dumb words or my words pointing out your dumb idiocy. 800-771-1025 is the number. But thank you very much. I appreciate the call. Hello, good afternoon. Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you today?
Hey, Drew, I was the one that called about asking about your addiction.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you that was pretty cool. That was one of the most vulnerable times. I've been listening to you for about 10 years.
Oh.
That was one of the most vulnerable I've heard you.
Oh, I get plenty vulnerable, dude. I got nothing to hide in my life. Hold on one second. I'm just going to put you on hold and give you your choice of tickets. A, because you didn't curse. B, because you asked something that was a really good question. And C, because you think you praise my vulnerability. I have nothing but vulnerability. There is nothing in my life I feel like I need to hide from you. So thank you. I appreciate that. But part of Real Raw Radio for me is it was being real and raw. And I am certainly not proud of any of a lot of things that happened in my life, especially the two that I mentioned. But you asked if I was ever powerless and addicted to something. That was one of them. Thank you, man. Appreciate the call. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Drew Garabo, what's up, buddy? Jimmy the Roofer.
Jimmy the Roofer, what's going on, dude?
Hey, any way I can get a prize?
No. Not just by asking, man. Yeah, I mean, you just have to know about me by now. I don't know how Mike Calta works it. I know you can win a prize on Sporkle every day. I don't know how he would react if he just called up and said, "Hey, can I get a prize? I'm Jimmy the Roofer." I don't know how that would go for you. Johnny B, you stand a pretty good chance there, I think. Johnny's a pretty tolerant guy. I think he still might maybe have an aversion to people just calling up and saying, "Hey, what can I get for free?" JP, same thing. He does a couple of games every day. He does, dead guy in the envelope. So there's a chance to win a prize there. Setting show, I think if you call up John and say, "Hey, I want a prize," I don't know that he's gonna give you one. But me, almost never are you going to hear, "Hey, Drew, it's Jimmy DeRufa. Can I get a prize?" Followed up with, "Yes. What can I give you?" Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew, I'd like to ask you a question.
No. You've called 3 times already, sir. No more questions. Thank you. 800-771-1025. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, I was calling because you guys said Snatch is a good movie, but what about Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
Well, just because one is a good movie does not mean another is not a good movie. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is a fine movie. Not as good as Snatch, in my opinion. Same director, same feel, some of the same cast. But I thought Snatch was light years better, my good man.
Oh, I liked Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. One of my favorite movies.
It did have Sting in it, which is cool. But not as good, in my opinion, as Snatch. Guy Ritchie's hit or miss for me, and Snatch hit. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, it's Andrew, bud.
Hi.
Hey, I know why I should get a prize. And mine is because my gun says Desert Eagle .50.
Okay, you can quote Snatch. That's good. It's not going to get you a prize, but it's good that you know a line from Snatch. Thank you. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How may I be of service to you? Hello? Try it one more time. Hello? Okay. Hi, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's your name?
Hello.
Hi.
My name's Tina.
Hi, Tina. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you a funny story.
All right.
My husband and I have been married almost 40 years this year, but I know for sure my husband would never call a sex line because my sister one time worked a sex line, and she was like 400 pounds, and not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. But like she was watching the kids and everything, and this, and so like he knows like what's on the other line. It's not really Tabitha, who's 5'2" and 100 pounds. And then the other thing is that she used to call us because she's really good at getting people to stay on the phone.
Yeah.
She used to call us and be like, it would be shocking to you maybe how many people would just call because nobody at home was listening.
Yeah.
And our family sings quite a bit. So she would get guys that come and they're wanting to sing songs for her. And she would just, they would just sing, and she would get us on the phone, and she's like, you got to hear this guy's song that he wrote all by himself.
Aww.
And so now she's keeping him on the line minute after minute after minute.
Ringing it
up. This guy, listen to this guy singing. And though it's sad as you could hear the wife and the kids in the background, they didn't give anything about what he was singing about, but so they were basically calling for somebody to tell them how great they were.
And you stumbled on something there, because to me it was not. I'm not saying there was no sexual element to it, because certainly there was some. I mean, you're calling 1-800-WET-MUFF or whatever, but it definitely stemmed more from loneliness and insecurity than it did a desire for sex. That's a great call. Great call. It wasn't that. I thought the lady on the other end of the phone was some hottie who was like, oh, yeah, Drew, you sound like a real stud. No, loneliness and insecurity. Something to make you feel good for 20 minutes or so. Who cares if it costs you $300? Idiot. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, I just wanted to give you props for something and then leave a comment, sir.
Oh, please. All right, sure. I'm going to push back on it, though. I don't like compliments.
That's okay.
All right.
I'm not even calling for tickets or anything.
All right.
But a couple weeks ago, you were talking with Dizzy and John, and Dizzy said something about 7-Eleven, and you dropped the 7 uneven backdoor little Joe. And nobody caught up on that, and I just thought that was absolutely hilarious that you dropped that out. And
dude, thanks for catching that, man. I pride myself on those things. Sometimes I feel like no one catches them, but the fact that you did, and I feel like every time I do one person out there might get it, and that one I was sure no one picked up on. I'm really glad you did, man.
It's
Thank
usually
you.
me. I'm a lot like that as well.
You're the man.
And then my comment, I can completely relate. I didn't have a credit card at the time, but I was about 12 or 13 at those prime 976 times, and I definitely ran up a couple hundred on my mom's credit card, and that was very embarrassing.
Dude, I'm happy to say I did not do it on my parents' phone or my parents' credit card, only mine. Thank you. I might have been a lecherous scumbag, but only on my own credit card. All right, hang on. I'm going to give that one dude a pair of tickets. I still got more stuff, but don't ask for it, please. We'll go over some news stories. I got some really good ones pulled for you today. Normally I have the Mo Betta. Gotta cover the Kit Kat story. Will you have enough Kit Kats for Christmas? Nope. Easter. Why were 8 juveniles arrested at the Brandon Urban Air? Why are people pissed off at Five Guys? And is the venomous puss back? All that and more as we continue with Drew Garabo Live.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. You know what's awesome? Food and wine. The Busch Gardens Food, Wine, and Garden Festival is back now through May 10th. Enjoy a relaxing day filled with beautiful gardens, delicious flavors, and more than 65 tastes to sip and savor. Plus, live music is included with park admission. Check out the most wild mix of live music. You got country music starring Dylan Scott, and then you got Warren G. From Taking Back Sunday to Flo Rida. Not all at one time, because that would be crazy. It's the perfect blend of food, fun, and your favorite music. Want in? Enter now at theboneonline.com. Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, where every weekend feels like a getaway. Only from 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough wrecks trying to clear include one along US 301 and Bloomingdale Avenue and one along the Big Bend on-ramp to northbound I-75 is at the left lane block. Pinellas crashes include one northbound on East Lake Road at Woodlands Boulevard and one southbound on 34th Street North at 30th Avenue. This is Jim with traffic.
A man hit on his way to work filed a $10,000 claim. Denied. After 5 surgeries, Farah and Farah fought for him and won a $2.2 million verdict. Let them cook, Tampa.
Ready to dance? Right now on Hard Rock Bet, new customers get paid double winnings on your first 10 bets, and we'll keep you dancing all tourney with 2 profit boosts for every day of hoops. That's right. All customers can get a parlay profit boost and a live bet profit boost from now till they cut down the nets. Double winnings, daily dancing boosts, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
If you're in the market for a new Ford truck, go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford. Because right now, during Furman Ford's Truck Month Sales Event, qualified buyers that finance with Ford Credit get 0% APR financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s in stock. If you've been waiting for the best time to buy a new truck, the time is now. And if you're in need of service and you can't make it to the dealership, Furman Ford's mobile service will come to your home, office, or anywhere. Visit them today on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com and make sure to let them know that John Senning sent you.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? If you've waited to schedule your garage door tune-up, now is the time. Overhead Door Company of Tampa Bay will perform their 26-task garage door tune-up and safety inspection for just $79. That's one price for up to 3 garage doors and openers. The price is only available for a limited time. You need this done, so why not now? And for just $79. Call 813-885-DOOR or schedule online at overheaddooroptampa.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
A lot of rain out there if you're dealing with it. Here's a great little song by my buddies Matt and Zach. Fresh off the great appearance at National Meat Day. Love these boys. I freaking love this song. It's called I Won't Change. get a chance to see these dudes, please do. Great guys. Phenomenally talented.
May have claimed that I was broken, but my heaven could be your head. Drink my coffee every morning. Love the bitterness as well. Not a quitter, I'm a fighter. Go ahead, put me in the ring.
My buddy Ride or Die TV hasn't seen a puss this year. That's a venomous puss. The official caterpillar of Drew Garabo Live. Now, there's another danger out there, and I wish this one had the same cool name as a venomous puss, but unfortunately, it doesn't. Now you're looking for the tussock moth caterpillar. They've got barbed hairs, meaning they can stick to the skin and be hard to remove. The tussock moth caterpillar. Not the same as the venomous puss, but still an irritant.
Finally, I know I love what I see in the mirror. So damn proud to call this track my sound. Been this way as long as I remember. Running from the cost midnight mid-December. Ain't nobody gonna bring me down.
Yeah.
Sit me down, you're going nowhere. End up dead or you have no care. What's wrong with you? Tell them I don't care. These things I feel that you can't see.
Love songs with a positive, uplifting message.
I know that I'll always be this way.
And that's Matt and Zach.
I won't change no matter what they try to say.
Let me make sure I pay off on this tease, too. Tyler Perry has been handing out $1,000 gift cards to TSA workers. They just, I believe, received back pay today. We'll hopefully find out if Mo is feeling better tomorrow when he comes in. Tyler Perry went to the airport in Atlanta with cash in an effort to provide financial assistance to TSA workers as they have been working without pay for several weeks. He was told that federal rules prohibit TSA employees from accepting direct cash gifts. So, members of Team Tyler Perry later returned with gift cards after reaching out to airport officials about alternate ways to help. Over the weekend, the TSA workers who received the gift cards were contacted and told they need to return them. They were valued at $1,000 each. Why is it acceptable to prevent these volunteers? Because if you're showing up for something and you're not being paid, that is not your job. You're a volunteer. So I don't understand why they are even attempting to prevent TSA workers from receiving gifts. I just don't get that at all. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew, it's Sean. I'm still waiting on hold to give you my info.
Son of a bee, Sean. Hang on. Do me a favor, Sean. Email me, drew@theboneonline.com. I picked up the wrong line during the break, and I thought you had hung up. Drew@theboneonline. I'll get you taken care of, brother.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, homie. Sorry about that. I can't be trusted with clerical duty. I'm just no good at it. I'm barely able to hold down the fort by myself here. Barely even able to turn on a microphone and speak in it. Congrats again to Titus O'Neil for a phenomenally successful first annual, because I'm sure there'll be a second one. Titus O'Neil Celebrity Weekend. We got a couple of weeks till All-Star. A phenomenal time. But Titus is just such a superhero, a real-life superhero. The man works tirelessly to make this community a better place. And seeing the cool people there last night at Hard Rock and then this morning on the golf course, just a great, great guy and a great event. And thank you so much to Fran and Rhett of the Fran Hosh Law Group. for having me there last night and for having me play golf today. A couple holes anyway. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi, Drew. Hopefully my phone works this time.
It does. It does. Much better. What's your name?
What did you say gas was in Tampa?
I got a report from John Senning. It was definitely not in Tampa, but in St. Pete. I got $4.30.
It's $4.99 from Bradenton to Venice. So I'm thinking that might be worth my drive.
$4.99 for regular unleaded?
Yes, for the entire week. It's been that much, yes.
Man, what in the hell is going on in this world, my dear?
I don't know, but you did bring back good memories talking about, that little fun thing called MDMA that is really bad, and we should not do that. But, you brought back some good memories.
Good, I'm glad.
Also made me smile while I'm paying $4.99 for gas.
Yeah, I tell you, these kids, they have it easier than us in a lot of ways, but I had a couple of conversations with my son as he was growing up through the teenage years, the years of temptation, and even now as a young adult. We have the luxury of allowing ourselves to experiment with things. There really probably wasn't anybody lacing anything intentionally that was going to try to kill us. Whereas these days, the people who dispense illicit narcotics are unscrupulous. They don't care about repeat business. They don't care about you having a good time. What they want is to make money on their product, and that's all. And that's why the fentanyl's in there, and that's why they're killing people.
You're right, and I will never understand killing your customers. Like repeat, it doesn't make sense. But whatever, that's how they roll.
Hey, I got $3.88 at a Murphy gas station in Pinellas Park right now. I'm looking down south of the Skyway to see if I see anything. But that should be a regular feature on this show. The cheapest gallon of gas around. Thank you very much. Should be doing it on the whole station. I mean, who am I to tell anybody else what to do? But it's really easy to pull up the Tampa Bay gas prices tracker and see if you want to call and tell me where you are. For example, she said she's south of the Skyway. I got $3.83 as of Monday at 1 p.m. at the Sam's Club on Big Bend Road and 301 in Riverview. I got $3.85 at the Walmart on 41 near Brandon Mill Road. And I got $3.93. Anything sub 4 right now is good, right? $3.93 at the 7-Eleven on Fishhawk and Bell Shoals Road and Boyette down in Lithia. So no need to drive up into Tampa or St. Pete, my dear. I'll find you the affordable gas. I am the gas man. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Pain in the gas? Gas hole? I am your gas hole. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, after the Young Frankenstein talk, I was just curious what your favorite Mel Brooks movie is.
Spaceballs. Easily Spaceballs. Just hit me at the right time at the right place. History of the World Part 1, great. Young Frankenstein, awesome. Spaceballs, by far and away, the best. Thank you. 800-771-1025 is the number. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Drew?
Ma'am?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Back to Tyler Perry for just a minute.
Sure.
What's burning me up, I mean, is it because they're government employees? Is that the reason?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Because they can't be bribed or whatever.
Well, okay, so a couple of years ago, my son was in the Coast Guard. He was stationed down in Marathon, beautiful place. I take that back. He was in Isla Mirada. So a lot of the local restaurants and a lot of different people were coming to the station since they weren't getting paid and giving them gift cards.
Yeah.
Also, his chief, which is a higher up, it's not just the non-rates or low rates, but all the way up to the top were getting gift cards, and they never had to return anything. So what gives?
Yeah, I don't know. This seems excessively cruel. Like if you can't figure things out in the government to the point where employees are being forced to work without pay, you should be very, very forgiving when it comes to rich celebrities who wish to engage in photo ops where they give people money. And I don't care what's in your heart, if you're doing it for self-serving reasons or promotional reasons or whatever, you're doing something good. And giving these hardworking people $1,000,
100%, 100 people that need it. They absolutely needed it. So, well, it just got my goat when you said that.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? I remember when my son really needed it, and the people at the station and people came out, and I never heard of anybody saying, no, you can't take that.
Yeah.
So
damn right.
Oh, well.
Thank you, my
All
dear.
right.
I appreciate it. Sucks. 800-771-1025. If you missed it earlier, I hate this news. I hate sharing bad news, whether it's about me or someone else. Ron Bennington has been diagnosed with colon cancer. I believe it has spread throughout his abdomen. And, as someone who appreciates radio greatness, someone who appreciates the giants, the titans of our industry, and as someone who battled and so far victorious against a god-awful disease, you just hang in there, Ronnie. You're a much better dude than I am, much better broadcaster than I am, and you will be spared much as I was. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello, Drew. Goodbye, Drew. Best phone call I've ever made.
I think the best phone call you make is no phone call, Rob. Let's be honest. You just did that so that people would hear your voice. The best phone call is every day when you don't make a phone call to us. That is the best call you ever make. Simply forcing us to hear your slurring voice saying, hello, Drew, goodbye, Drew. That's not the best phone call. The best phone call is none at all. And I'll do a much better job at the end of every show saying, I want to thank Marine Rob for making the best phone call he's ever made to the show. No phone call. That one you made today doesn't count because we had to hear your voice still. So tomorrow, should you not call, I will give you props for the best phone call that you made, which is no phone call. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, what's up, Drew?
Hi, buddy.
Hey, I completely missed the whole Tiger Woods topic. I heard like the first beginning of it, and I wanted to call. Right. I was just busy. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do. But, bro, I tell you what, man, people don't care when, there's people out there doing things over and over and over, endangering people because it never happens to them. And at that point, they don't care. But say it was your kid driving down the road and they get hit by a drunk driver, then they care. And that's the sad thing about today's society. It's just nobody cares at all.
We only care when it happens to us. We have lost our ability to care about things that happen to other people, whether they're good or bad. And I kind of feel like we're all in this together, man. Obviously, we all have to look out for ourselves, put ourselves number one. But I think we all have an obligation to try to make this world a better place. At least I try to. I know it doesn't always seem like it, especially when Rob calls. But I really do want to do whatever I can do to make this world a better place. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew. Mike at Land O'Lakes.
What up?
Hey, brother. 429, State Road 52, and 75 racetrack.
Man, what a bargain, dude. You better fill up 3 tanks on that.
Oh, joy. Exactly. Take care, brother.
You too, man. Thank you. Mike from Land O'Lakes, everybody. I wonder how the rest of Land O'Lakes feels about Stonewater Grill. We flip it off every time we drive by. We just, one of the restaurants where you walk in, you sit down, they don't greet you. You sit there for 15 minutes and you leave. So Sarah and I, when we drive by it on the way to Caliente, we give it double birds. But if you're in Land O'Lakes, you really don't have that many great restaurants to choose from. To be perfectly frank, in Westchase, we really don't have that many restaurants to choose from. I spoke with Bob Basham, of all people, who started Outback, about the fact that Westchase doesn't have a high-end steakhouse. It's insane to me. There's a lot of money, not myself included, but there's a lot of money in Westchase. I don't know if you've been, but there's some money to be found Yet, what's the nicest restaurant within West Chase? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. What is it? Sushi Alive? Ugh. No, thank you. McDivitt's, phenomenal wings. I wouldn't call that a nice restaurant necessarily. I wouldn't call it a not nice restaurant, but their wings are phenomenal. Down Line Bar. I don't know that West Chase has one nice restaurant. Why did we let them chase us west? If there is nary a decent restaurant to be found, West Chaseans. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello, Drew. Is chili?
Stop calling the show. Stop calling the show. Whether you're calling us Pasadena Pat or your real voice, stop doing it. Thank you. If you're looking for a Kit Kat bar, right, and you don't have a lot of money to spend, there's someone out there who stole 12 tons of them. Nestle promises there are going to be enough for Easter, which tells me that they might be behind this, like it might be some sort of inside Iggy. But European Choco behemoth Nestle has addressed the hijacking of a truckload of hundreds of thousands of Kit Kat bars. What do you do with them? What are you going to sell them for a decreased price? I don't know too many people who go, I'd love to get a Kit Kat, but I just don't have the funds. 12 tons of Kit Kats stolen. Like, suppose you found yourself in possession of 12 tons of Kit Kat bars. What would you do? Could you think you could sell them to your friends? No way. Hey, man, 25 cents and you got this Kit Kat. I don't get it. I received erroneously, this was one of the greatest things to happen to me. Before I had a kid, before I got into radio, I was a high school tennis player. I lettered. I wonder how many high school lettermen we have here at the Bone who lettered in a sport, meaning you played at your freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. Let's think about this for a second. I could see Mike Calta lettering in football or wrestling in high school. I could see Galvin, athletic fella. I could see him lettering in track and field. I could see Gio lettering in Greco-Roman wrestling. I could see Carmen lettering in basketball. JP. I think JP lettered in any sport. Johnny B. Diz probably lettered in football. Senning, I don't think he lettered in anything. But I was a letterman. I lettered in tennis. I played all 4 years. I got a big varsity O for Oak Ridge to put on my varsity jacket. But that's not the point. By the way, please call the other shows and ask if they have lettered in any sports. Thank you. I found myself after high school tennis practice. My parents were out of town. I had big plans to get high, and I thought I'd be proactive since I knew I'd have the munchies and we were decades ahead of food delivery services. I'd stop by the old Mickey D's. Well, it was 99-cent cheeseburgers, or maybe even 25-cent cheeseburgers. I don't know. I'm old, so it's quite possible we had 25-cent cheeseburgers. I probably ordered 4 of them for $1, right? So you could eat cheap. I rolled up to the window, and I don't know if they still, I'm sure they still do this at McDonald's. They make you pull over if you have a big order, except now you pull over into a numbered space. And back in the day, you would just pull over, and they'd bring you your food eventually. Oh, that is very interesting. I just received word from a very reliable individual, Mike Olivero. It says that JP lettered in soccer. Another letterman. I can imagine Mike O lettered in weightlifting, football, and tug of war and other manly pursuits. Interesting. So there was a van full of people in front of me, like one of those Dodge Astro vans. They made them pull over because they ordered too much. But there was some sort of miscommunication that took place because as soon as the van pulled over, they came to the window and they gave me the biggest McDonald's bag possible. They gave me a bag full of cheeseburgers. And I knew it wasn't mine, but I took it and I went home anyway. One of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, I was just going to say, I think JP was a soccer major.
Yeah, I'm a major, but he did.
I know, but
he did letter in it, which I did not know that. I guess he's probably said it on the radio since you knew it and since Oliveira knew it. That's an unexpected letterman right there, you know?
Right. So I just thought I'd fill that in since you
Thank you.
kind of said you weren't sure. Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So JP, letterman in soccer. I lettered in tennis. There's got to be some other letter people. Football and track for Mike O. Not a surprise. Has me. I got him as a discus and shot put thrower. I was in track for 1 year. They wanted me to be the javelin catcher. And then I figured I was on to what they were trying to pull. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Somebody's hijacked my voice, Drew.
Get out of here, loser. Cut it out. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
At your age in that situation, you keep that bag at McDonald's for 100% for sure.
What happened? Wait, what?
For the bag at McDonald's, you keep that 100%.
Got to.
At your age?
Yeah. Dude, at 17 years old,
you keep that.
They give you an enormous bag of cheeseburgers. Ain't no 17-year-old on the planet giving that one back, right?
You just got your payment into a keg party. I'm out.
Boom. Exactly. Thank you. Appreciate that. Still one of the greatest things that happened to me, other than getting this job. This job's pretty awesome. 800-771-1025. Now, Misfit Kitty in the YouTube chat just said something interesting. I didn't like playing sports. I was in ROTC like my brother. Do we have any ROTC Nazis on the 1025 The Bone staff? ROTC, Reserve Officer Training Corps, ROTC Nazis. Calta, no way. Galvin, no way. Geo, I could see George. I could see George in ROTC. Not saying he was in ROTC, but if there is someone at the Bone who is in ROTC, I think Geo is the most likely. Let's think for a second. Geo, Carmen, no. Mike, no. Galvin, no. JP, Monica, no way. Diz, Senning, nope. Me, nope. Maurice, nope. No, there's no way we got a ROTC Nazi here at the Bone. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
What's going on, Drew? I seeking some advice from you.
Oh, here I am. I dispense advice. Do as I say, not as I do.
All right. Well, I want to speak for myself and maybe a few other guys that may have a similar addiction that they might be too scared to speak up about.
All right.
So I suffer maybe from a slight bit of pornography addiction.
Okay. It happens.
Just looking how I can find other ways to release, that dopamine.
Sure. The thing is, I don't think you're actually addicted to the pornography. The pornography fills a hole in you that you have not addressed. And I always push people to counseling in situations like that. I know that it can be a bit, unmasculine or whatever to book a therapist and tell someone about your problems, but it's really the only way to cure a bunch of problems. Whether the addiction is pornography, gambling, booze, women, whatever, if you don't solve what is making you crave those things, you'll just substitute another addiction for that addiction. That pornography fills a hole in you, pun intended, that something else isn't. You're either doing it because you feel insecure about something, and this gives you like, look at this woman, she's hot and sexy and blah, blah, blah. Look at her having sex. Or an ego thing, or some sort of inferiority complex. So you want to fix it? Get into therapy. That's the best advice I can give you. Things started to fall in place for me when I sought therapy and started conquering some of the issues I had, imposter syndrome, insecurity complex, etc. All right, I'm going to come back and tell you, I heard Mike and Galvin talking about this. One of the first things I heard when I woke up this morning. This idea is insane to me. I know we want to celebrate America's 250th in the most America way possible. I knew this gentleman they're trying to make a hologram of, and I gotta say, I do not think he would have been cool with it. I'll tell you who it is next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough wrecks trying to clear include one along US 301 at Bloomingdale Avenue and one along the Big Bend on-ramp to northbound I-75 is at the left lane block. Pedellas crashes include one northbound on East Lake Road at Woodlands Boulevard and one southbound on 34th Street North at 30th Avenue. This is Jim with traffic.
Hey, Dad, why do people wait until it's hot out to call about their air conditioner?
Well, Badger Bob's has been doing this since 1982, son. That's just how it goes.
They should call Badger Bob's now to have it checked.
You heard Bob Jr. Now's the time to check your heating and cooling system. So Badger Bob's is offering up to $2,000 in cash incentives for early planners. Get your free estimate at badgerbobs.com. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1309294.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Hey, hockey fans, your friend Alex Flores here from Furman Chevrolet in Brandon. You know what a hat trick looks like. Speed, power, and finishing strong. That's exactly what you get with the Chevy Silverado. And right now, we're offering $15,000 off MSRP in combined manufacturer's incentives and Furman savings on select new 2026 Silverado trucks in stock. That's a game-winning deal. Furman Chevy in Brandon, where Tampa Bay drives winners. On Adamo Drive or online at FurmanChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
New Bluebell Brookie a la mode ice cream brings brownies and cookies together like never before. Big chunks of brownies, soft chocolate chip cookie pieces blended into a rich, creamy brown sugar ice cream. It's not too good to be true. It's just that good.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream available at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Ever wonder what it's like behind the counter at those big corporate jewelry stores? Max Woodson knows, and it wasn't pretty.
It's hard to do what's best for the customer when you're given a strict outline on the profit you need to make, the dollars you need to make, the goals you need to hit, the commissions you have to hit. It's really hard to do what's right for the customer.
That's why Max left the Wall Street-owned chains and joined International Diamond Center, a locally owned jeweler. At IDC, it's not about quotas, it's about you.
It's getting to know people, getting to talk to people, building relationships. It's something that's important to me. It's what I love the most.
At IDC, Max can focus on what matters, doing right by customers, even if it means less profit.
I have a scenario where I have a customer that I can do the right thing for, even if it maybe makes us less money at times, and we make it happen.
That freedom means better quality diamonds, fair prices, full transparency, and honest service.
We have freedom. We're allowed to be creative, do what's best, and they really support that, and that means a lot.
International Diamond Center, where you're a family, not a sales target. Visit us in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota for diamonds with integrity.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
A world of taste awaits at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay during the Food, Wine, and Garden Festival. Guests can sip and savor their way through flavorful eats and treats while enjoying 20 live concert performances, all included with park admission. The Food, Wine, and Garden Festival returns Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now through May 10th, 2026.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Any random showers and storms ending tonight, otherwise partly cloudy and mild, lows in the upper 60s. Sunny to partly cloudy skies on Tuesday. A few afternoon showers and storms are likely, with highs in the mid to upper 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Guys changed their fries. That seems reckless to me. Now, I don't know that they changed anything about the preparation of their French fries or the ingredients, which should just be potatoes, right? But what they did is pissing people off. You ask anybody who goes to Five Guys more than once a year, and you ask them what they love so much about Five Guys, I would imagine most of them would say the French fries. It's Five Guys burgers and fries, and the way that they pile them in, even if you just order like a regular size, the way they pile them into that bag is magical. And now Five Guys is supplying a reply to customers who may be scrutinizing the size of their fries. Earlier this month, and I'm happy to say I did not know this, I don't go to Five Guys regularly. Earlier this month, Five Guys switched to a new French fry container, replacing the cups they previously utilized with brown paper bags. The bags are made from biodegradable craft paper and don't have none of them BPAs in them and are designed to be grease resistant. The new bags allegedly also help maintain the taste and texture of the fries. Quote, we're still using the same fresh cut potatoes in generous portions, but this new packaging helps fries hold their texture and helps keep takeout and delivery fresher longer. In recent weeks, dozens of Five Guys customers said they were served fries in the new paper sleeves and disagreed with the generous part. If you've had, I sound like John Morgan, have you had Five Guys fries recently? 800-771-1025. If you've noticed that they aren't giving you as many as they used to, or the container is a little bit weird, I'd certainly love to hear about it. 800-771-1025. This is what I heard Mike and Galvin talking about this morning. One of the first things I heard this morning, I was like, what the hell? I knew Charlie Daniels pretty well. I did his charity weekend every year and got to talk to him a couple of times, got to know him and his wife pretty well. I don't think Charlie Daniels would have been cool with a hologram version of Charlie Daniels performing for America's 250. I know there are people out there who would love to see Charlie Daniels one last time. Charlie being Charlie, I can't see someone going to him and saying, hey, man, after you pass, we'd like to create a hologram version of you so that you can still bring your live music experience to many. Maybe there's stuff about him I don't know. I did not think he was that tech savvy or that cool with the AI, if you will. Who's clamoring for an America 250 with hologram Charlie Daniels? I don't think anybody, right? It is insane to me. 100-day countdown to the 4th of July. America 250 reveals first 5 host cities for July 3rd and 4th block parties and launches national give back effort. Those are all great things. They named iHeartMedia an official audio partner, which I'm not crazy about, but whatevs. America's block party. They're going to do a Times Square ball drop on July 3rd. All right. Cool. Normally done just for New Year's. L.A., there's a family-friendly concert at the Memorial Coliseum. Milwaukee, they're doing America's block party with a day of live music from Jelly Roll, Sam Barber, the Temper Trap, Bodines. The Bodines are still a thing. Soul Asylum still a thing. And more. Fort Campbell, Kentucky will host a July 4th festival for military families featuring the Legend of Charlie Daniels tribute concert. And I think that's the one with hologram Charlie Daniels. I'm sorry. That is a terrible idea. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Yeah, I go to Five Guys every once in a while, and they just it's just a bag in there and not the cup, but it's the same amount of fries. They still fill it up.
You feel like you're still getting an ample amount of French fried potatoes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Good. That was my concern because, like, that's the reason to go to Five Guys, getting that big-ass bag, most of which is filled with potatoes, you know?
Yeah, it's absolutely the same amount. It's just I did notice that there was a bag in there and not a cup, but it didn't matter to me. It's the same amount. They just put the same amount right in there,
All right.
so it doesn't matter.
Good. If you tell me you're still getting the same amount of Five Guys fries, then I'm certainly happy for you. 800-771-1025. Well, good. I imagine it's a perception issue. Like you're accustomed to getting your fries one way, and then you get that bag of fries, and instead of a cup spilling over inside, you know, you get a little bag or whatever. That's got to feel a little bit empty. Let's see, what else did I have in the news for you fine people? I did pull a bunch of news stories to help keep you informed as to what's happening. We got the new Fuzzy Caterpillar. We got the Five Guys. I hate stories like this one because I feel like this easily could have been me and my friends. I am so grateful that we were raised in an era without social media and without the internet. And I know you younger kids, you probably hear that and go, what? What's up, Captain Caveman? What do you mean you're happy not having basic needs like the internet and social media? Well, the reason I'm glad is when I read stories like this. According to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to Urban Air Trampoline and Adventure Park in Brandon last week. Hundreds of teenagers overwhelmed the business and spilled into the parking lot, forcing them to close early. The incident is believed to be tied to a growing TikTok trend known as teen takeovers, during which large groups gather unannounced, overwhelming businesses in public spaces. This is the first one of these challenges or trends or whatever that I could not only see me and my friends doing, I can say with 100% certainty that we would have done this. We would have absolutely done this. Sharing messages with each other, being able to communicate with teens at other schools. Can you imagine, fellow Gen Xers, how much mayhem, how much havoc you could wreak? Being able to communicate with other teens immediately? Yeah. Hey, fellow TikTokians, we're going to go hang out at the International Mall. There's going to be like 500 of us, and we're just going to hang out until they ask us to leave. Because you know they can't arrest you. You're not breaking the law. If it becomes overwhelming and they can't handle it from security, then you can ask you to leave, but they're not going to arrest you right away. God, what a blessing that we had no social media and no internet growing up. We had bad enough problems as it is. I just, I'm very, very grateful. And conversely, very sympathetic to you parents out there who are dealing with kids, teenagers, and social media. That is not easy, and that is not fun. Have we had fun here today? I feel like we have. I hope we've had some meaningful conversations. I've enjoyed hearing from you, almost all of you. I appreciate it very much. I hope that Maurice is feeling good enough to be here tomorrow. But if not, NBD, I'll be back with you. I have an interview with Gavin Rosdale from Bush to play sometime this week. Requires a little editing. He tends to curse a little bit. Hi, who are you?
Sure, this is Jack.
Hi, what's up, man?
Hey, did you say you knew Charlie Daniels like a personal friend?
I wouldn't say he was a friend per se. We were friendly. We would host his charity weekend every year. He would come into town and do a benefit for the Angelus House in Pasco County, And we got to know him pretty well through there. Very nice man.
He always seemed to, how do I say it? Misunderstood for some reason. I've always liked him. I think personally he's probably a pretty cool dude.
He is.
But
what do you mean misunderstood? What do you think people thought about him?
That he came across as a redneck. Some country bumpkin.
He's a proud Southern man for sure, but I don't think he was a bumbling redneck by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, I mean, he was a proud Southern American for sure.
Cool. So am I.
Okay. You write a song like "Devil Went Down to Georgia" or "Still in Saigon," people might care, sir. But thank you. Thanks a lot for listening today. Hit me up on social media, Drew Garabo, DREWGARABO on the Instagram. Follow the Drew Garabo Live page on Facebook if you'd like to. You're under no obligation. I tend to post there regularly and respond regularly. You need family taken to Busch Gardens. I love doing that. Also works at Adventure Island. Hit me up on social media or email Drew at theboneonline.com. Appreciate that very much. I've enjoyed our time together. I strongly encourage you to wake up early tomorrow morning and listen to the Mike Calta Show. After that, stick around for Johnny B and Joj. After that, JP, Monica, and Diz. After that, Setting Show with Diz. After that, John's Joints at 3 with me, Setting, and Diz. And if all goes well and Maurice is feeling better, well, we will see him right back here with me tomorrow at 4. Otherwise, it'll just be me. I'll be here. All right? Thank you. Thanks a lot for listening. Thanks to Birdie for being Birdie. Thanks to my mom for listening just about every day. I strive to make her proud. And thank you very much for allowing me to live the life of my dreams. Good night. Take care. Bye.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem. Friday night, April 24th at Janice Live, featuring Crawling, a tribute to early Linkin Park. Got the Life, the Korn tribute. And Nookie, a Limp Bizkit tribute. And it's all just $10.25. You can't beat that. Head to theboneonline.com for more info on tickets and how you can get free tickets from Elysian Space Dust IPA at 102.5 The Bone. So insecure! Thanks a lot for making me do that. Special thanks to Clean Earth Systems. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough wrecks trying to clear include one along US 301 at Bloomingdale Avenue and one along the Big Bend on-ramp to northbound I-75 has had the left lane blocked. Pinellas crashes include one northbound on East Lake Road at Woodlands Boulevard and one southbound on 34th Street North at 30th Avenue. This is Jim with traffic. Do rain or bugs have your car looking dirty? Well, Bubble Down Car Wash has you covered. They offer longer wash tunnels, powerful vacuums, and the friendliest staff. Check out BubbleDown.com to find a Bubble Down Car Wash location near you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America. Fighting for you. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, Pap. Christian at Best Man Medical said they have already performed multiple enhancements on our bone listeners.
I know. It's cool that we have the leading male enhancement clinic right here in Tampa, and people are flying in from all over the country to get this surgery performed at Best Man Medical.
Well, Dr. Zabrowski and Christian make a great team. When you call there, you speak directly to the owner, Christian. And since he helped develop the procedures and had them done himself, he can answer any question.
Well, that definitely matters, Carmen. I mean, they are performing surgery on man's most prized possession. The best part is their filler activates your body's natural collagen, making the gains safe and permanent with no need for repeat treatments. They could even make you longer.
Guys, if you want to intensify your partner's pleasure or need a confidence boost in the bedroom, it's a no-brainer. Women have been enhancing themselves for 40 years. It's your turn. Fellas, go check out bestmanmedical.com and schedule your consultation. You won't regret it.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI.